Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're all right. I think we're good. It's going to be a little bit better than last time. Definitely,
yeah, just a little bit.
Not a lot better. No,
it's going. It's definitely going.
All right, we're going live. 3, 2, 1, live. Go, bam.
And we're live.
I don't see the mics on.
All right, so welcome to episode 2 of Help Us Podcast.
Help us.
Yeah, if you notice this right here, this isn't ours. This is a loaner for today.
Yeah,
because we have a very special guest today coming in.
Drum
Super
roll.
sultry voice here. He can ask you anything you want. He can do I swear to you, he could do a fucking great jazz station DJ.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing.
Voice of an angel.
Voice of a
As
fucking
Henry
angel.
would say.
Right? This guy, we're getting some karaoke in later.
Yeah.
Let me phone it in from parts unknown. Alright, I gotta move over here because what up, Kyle? Kyle's already in here. Phone it in from parts unknown.
We got
the boy, Matt Bishop.
Matt seems to be away from
Oh my god, he's not even here right now.
Oh,
there he was.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
The boy.
You know what? Let me.
You know,
what's going on?
it's the jokes that make 5-year-olds laugh that just never die.
They never die.
Like the I'm gonna hide
love
when he
those
turns the
jokes.
webcam on.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, thought I'd bring that one back.
Oh, dude, you're cool.
What happens, Kyle?
Don't worry about it. It's all good. This is more. I mean, the streaming's cool, and it's more just to have people come in and do like questions.
Yeah, he just
Not so much live polling. Let me just check the levels here.
You want to turn that off too? Remember, Michael?
Level check.
Oh yeah.
Level.
It's crazy that the dreams is coming true.
So much better.
Does it?
That's what they're saying.
This is good. All right, taking the headphones off.
We're going in.
We're going full ham.
Going in with the boy Bishop.
We're doing it live.
boy Matt Bishop.
Matt Bishop
Sounding
is
so
in.
much better
Matt
with his
fucking
fucking
Bishop.
amazing mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this
how's the
is-
weather where you are?
This is like I really just feel like a pretentious asshole because I'm like, yeah, I'll participate. Oh, but by the way, I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of shit, and if I'm doing it, we're doing it this way.
Yeah, we're doing
And
it.
like your
We're doing
webcam's
it
not
big,
good
yeah.
enough, so I'm gonna bring mine too.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
This is all shit, actually.
I feel like a
Why
total
are we doing it at
dick.
your house? Can you guys come to me?
Why did you guys make me come to you? Why don't I fucking just you come to me?
It turned into I'm hijacking your podcast
Yeah,
as
yeah,
opposed
yeah.
to
Cool, man,
Help
it's
Us
cool.
podcast.
Hey, so we all gotta get our brand out there somehow.
Yeah.
Selfless advertising. Please
my
please
chat up.
bring us in. Like
Yeah, that's
rope-a-dope.
that shit we were listening to earlier, the podcast, and then it was just like, oh, by the way, you know what's not bullshit? Blah, 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 brought to you by this. So, yeah,
Selfless.
I was like,
It's all about the selfless.
send me that shit. I will, in a heartbeat, do this.
Should have brought his internet with him.
Yeah, I see that. You have
Yeah.
amazing
We wish.
eyesight. There's no way I could read that shit from here
Really?
with glasses.
I've got it. Yeah.
It's on my
That's why.
on my phone.
Yeah, I was like, we did this last time because we were just sitting here like trying to read chat all the way across the fucking room, like, who was that? What did he say? And then I was like, wait, hold on, I can just pull it up on my
Do you have
phone.
the bit rate?
Well, when
on the
we
side? You forgot to put
did
the bit
you
rate so
did
you
you
can
ever
see
do
it.
our
Yeah.
D&D stream with when we first?
I think
time.
you did. Yeah, you
One
see,
time.
I
Yeah,
said something
even
about
then
that.
because that was before Twitch app was a
We're
thing.
good.
Like I'd be like, oh, somebody wrote something, and I'd get up in the middle of the thing and run over and be like, oh, he just said we're all gay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That was
Thanks,
worth
guys.
that was worth getting out of my chair for.
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't know, stranger on the internet.
Yeah.
You got me real good.
Yeah,
Darn troll, dude. I've gotten
sick burn.
I've gotten into D&D with him lately. Actually, I don't know if you've heard about.
I caught some of that in the last podcast. It's
Getting
one of
into
your
D&D?
dedicated listeners.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey, be a dedicated listener. Guess what? You get first in line.
Yeah, apparently
First
so.
in line. You might have been the only, but
It really was like a buffet on the Facebook thread of like, hey, we've got this. And I was like, cool, I always wanted I've been wanting to start doing that. And Mike was just like, dude, yeah, just come on. Like,
Yeah, just come on over.
And then from
And I was
there,
like, oh.
everybody else.
That is,
Just,
literally everybody else is just like, dude, I want to be on the podcast. Hell yeah. Like, I'll do it too. Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
We'll take everybody eventually, you know, like, we need people.
It goes from a podcast to just like,
Yeah, that's what we were talking.
I don't know, an auditorium of
Yeah,
everyone just
yeah.
yelling.
We were talking about
Number 14.
Yeah.
14.
What are your thoughts, 14?
Yeah.
comes like a Steven Crowder,
Time's
like
out, sorry.
change my mind crowd. Like the whole crowd's
Yeah.
just waiting to get their word in. A little
Yeah.
piece of something.
All right, next topic, D&D. Ticket 19.
Yeah.
I
That was
was
great.
I was actually here for for video games.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You know the rules.
Signed up in the wrong fucking head.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Wrong place, wrong time. But yeah, no, that was definitely funny. No, but I have been getting like we'd do a D&D every other Saturday, and I wasn't participating with them last time. Like wasn't even a part of the story, and I went last time, and I became just like. I went from like being an okay fan of like, D&D's cool, you get the story, you get the picture, to like just fully into my character. Like
It's pretty
I'm
quick.
going like they convinced me like that, and all he gave me, he literally slid me a piece of paper saying I was a guard that didn't want to work, and I was like, I'm in, like I'm
vested.
And then this motherfucker. The whole thing was we had these guards come in, right, and they were like, oh well, we're out of our guard jobs because these other people came in, they're way better. What are you gonna have us do? And we're like, well, we own the soup kitchen. You guys can fucking make soup and clean it up and all that shit. And he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to work. And he was like, I don't want to make soup. And I was like, well, there's brooms. You can fucking sweep and shit too, whatever. And he's just like, no, I don't want to do that either. And I was like, eventually comes around like, yeah, you can tag along. Why not?
Yeah.
We go to the very first fucking like tavern place we go to. He fucking puts on he already has an apron on from the other place we went to. He starts waiting tables. I'm like, you motherfucker, you're gonna work in their place, but you're working ours? And then we go to another place and he starts fucking making soup. And I was like, he's making soup back here. He's fucking making soup. This dude is unbelievable. What are you talking about?
whole character is invested to being as lazy as I can and not fighting, and just like fucking over there like whatever they're doing basically.
No, that's fair. I think when I was playing with Zach once, we tried to implement beer pong in the tavern, but we only had daggers, and he rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 1, and so his dagger just like went through the eye of like the bartender, who was so high level that he proceeded to beat us all to death. And that was the end of the night. Because it was like, I'm not gonna be in a tavern and being shown up by this fucking ale giver. Like,
I guess I am.
Yeah, and I was like attacked, and he was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's always bad.
D&D is such an investment, I guess you would say, because you really do like. I mean, if you want it like just to be like a group of friends and you understand, then you definitely get the picture of D&D as in just like a casual sit around, and just like storyteller kind of thing. But like if you get really invested in it, like it becomes so much more. Yeah, so much more. Like the more you give into it, the more you get.
That's a big thing too, is just having people that'll like commit to it and not like there's people that'll be like, yeah, I'll do it, and then they go like play and they're like kind of half-ass, like, yeah, I'll do this or something.
I had a buddy that was like, I don't know how you can play D&D, like I just don't get it. And I'm like, okay. And I tried to explain it to him a few times, and he was just like, that sounds really fucking lame. And then he read this fantasy series and stuff, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, build your own character in the storyline and do whatever you want? And he's like, yeah, dude, that'd be badass. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking D&D, you piece of shit. Like, stop giving me crap. That's all it is. Yeah. It's just in a story and, like, lore that you don't understand. I don't fucking understand it.
Oh, look who it is.
The old Keatster.
The old Keaton.
Looks like you're getting drop packets, too.
Yeah.
I think he's dancing.
Yeah,
what's your bit rate at?
1,000
2,000
right now.
2,000?
2,000.
Yeah.
You might, I don't know.
He's like,
might have to dump it to 1,000 so it doesn't freeze.
I might. Alright, I'll do it.
Unless chat says packet loss is, like, if they're not noticing anything.
No, but, I mean, I don't want it to just completely
Buchin, what's going on, man?
Dude, we have to restart the VOD, too.
Oh, no, it is at 1,000. Alright, no, fuck it. At 1,000.
Yeah, it just dropped. It just dropped.
What's your drop packets at? Or drop frames? Bottom center?
22%.
Okay. Well, chat, I guess we'll have to deal with it or tell us how bad it is.
That's exactly what happened last time.
That's why we go for the VOD more rather than the...
Right, like, this is cool to have people in here so they can, like, talk with us and give us shit to talk about if we don't have anything.
Well, the VOD's going to freeze, too, though.
No, the VOD doesn't freeze at all.
Oh, really?
Right, no, the VOD is strictly... There's no internet-based. Yeah, it's just strictly
we're recording
what happens.
Also.
Oh, I see.
So it's like I take it off the computer.
Sorry. Not my show, guys. I didn't know.
Yeah, all the equipment this time.
Take over.
They just brought me here for the mics.
Yeah.
That's it.
Actually, I had like CS:GO and like I don't know. When I said Shroud earlier, you didn't seem like you were a big fan.
I mean, well, I hold a lot of salt to really any XCS pro.
Right.
But that's just me.
So you don't like nothing then either? Because he's one of the best.
I mean, he's I wouldn't say like
North American
one
talent.
of the best.
North American talent.
Yeah, but I mean that's a pretty
Broad spectrum.
well that, and it's still a pretty laughable pool in the CS:GO world.
I mean,
North Americans
if
have
you're not in
forever been
Europe-
like the
if you're
AAA
not in
ball
Europe with
players.
CS:GO, right? No,
Yeah.
I understand that.
But
that.
no,
completely.
I think Shroud's like I don't have anything against Shroud. It's just like when you ask me if I watched his stream, like my brain was like, well, yeah, a few times. Like, how do I measure that? Because really, it's like I normally get drawn there because there's a post on Reddit about him,
Right.
Or like he found somebody that was sitting next to him found this Twitch channel that was like awesome. This like Asian dude, like we were talking about karaoke. This Asian Korean dude is just insanely talented. Like sings
karaoke?
He sung a song
That's a talent?
fluent in Spanish.
Oh,
fluent in
that's a
Spanish
talent.
as a Korean.
That's a talent.
And he knows all these different, and he's really, really good. And I was just like,
karaoke's a talent. How are you gonna say it's not?
I mean, singing's a talent. But
Yeah.
like, does it fall into this?
Yeah, that's
well,
you
it's
singing.
just it's like a subcategory.
track.
Like if someone was supremely talented at baseball, and then I was like, well, this guy went up to bat. You'd be like, well, that's
Yeah.
batting.
Yeah.
It's not baseball.
No,
that's
okay.
fair enough.
No, I
Yeah.
get. All right.
All right. See,
the
that's
action of.
That's how I am. It's nice to have another person on here that's gonna be like, all right, you're
Yeah, no,
really
I-
splitting hairs.
I
at this
get,
point.
I, get,
Like,
I get it. I get it. I guess it's harder for me to describe what I mean, because it's like, karaoke is just covering, so he's really good
Oh,
at
absolutely, yeah.
remixing their songs.
I cannot write music. I can't read music, but I
Right.
can sing
I mean,
songs I've heard on the radio
Exactly,
a million
yeah,
times.
yeah.
It's like
So-
so the people on American Idol aren't fucking,
Karaoke is just spontaneous.
They're not good. Like they don't.
I
Have
feel like
talent
karaoke
there.
is the act of
'Cause,
being
like,
spontaneous. And
95%
singing.
of
And covering
that shit.
is like, I'm gonna do this and this way and this way. That's the cover. Karaoke is like, what should I do? What should I do? Do this, and then you get up and do it.
Yeah, I mean the tryhards in karaoke though, they won't stray from their like I've tested
Yeah.
this shit.
Right, like
Yeah,
it's
like
gonna make me
Yeah,
look
well,
good.
especially
Yeah,
if you
okay.
get drunk and you're like, I don't even have to think about this one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like I know this one.
Right.
I'm just gonna do this one.
I got
Right.
drunk enough, I didn't know the song. I'd just be
Yeah.
like, they'd be like, last
just
song of the
wanted to
night,
listen to it.
and I just start walking up.
I was like, yeah, could
Yeah.
Carmella come up to the mic like, I'm Carmella. Okay, give me that shit. What am I singing? What did I put in? I don't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
Put my name on the list, like Octavia
Then
says, what to be
writing the
feared.
music.
Yeah.
We must also
Stage
consider.
presence and style. Karaoke
Right, it's like
doesn't show
spontaneous.
stage presence most of the time.
That's why it's
No.
like spontaneous.
And that's like my biggest flaw with singing is I have no
Like-
I'm just so focused on that.
See, that's what I thought for sure. I mean, especially as you're doing karaoke, you're like reading the words, so you're kind of focused on that. But like, I've played shows where bands would let me come up and sing with them on like cover songs I
Yeah.
do. Like they'd be like, "Here, just," and they was I was.
So is
they
that
wouldn't even ask me.
karaoke?
I would literally just take the mic and be like, "Oh, like this is fucking my mic." Like I'm gonna, and I just like sing it the whole time. But I'd be into it because you have a crowd there,
Yeah.
Like, and you're feeding off that energy. So it's like a whole other ball game,
Yeah.
compared to karaoke where it's just people like
He
watching
sings.
you. They're just like, yeah, all right.
There was
But-
my fondest memory of that was I went to a bar that was filled, a couple hundred at least. Not for a hole in the wall bar. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But I did Piano Man at like 1:30 in the morning, and everyone was shit faced.
Yeah.
And I nailed that song, and everybody was swaying, and it almost seemed like the Rose. You know, like they all
back
got
and
in
forth.
sync.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
you're ready. You're just about to
Yeah,
start
I was
doing
just like, I was like, this is closest it's ever gonna get to me being fucking famous.
Yeah.
Like
I've
this is
made
the
it.
shit.
I've made it, Mom. You call your
Yeah.
mom afterward crying like I've made it, Mom. Everything's going great.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the road.
He's right though. No, but stage presence.
Yeah,
that's,
captivate your audience.
That's a whole other. That's like, you can still be a really good singer, actual vocal singer person, and not be a good stage, like a good.
Yeah.
front
Oh
man.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Whatever,
For
you know?
sure.
There's a lot of people out there like that. So it's like that. Yeah, like you still have talent to be a singer, just like you still have talent to be a front man. Like David Lee Roth. He's one of my favorite singers. He's not the best singer by far.
He said,
But,
he said for you,
you know.
he said for you, and the light shined down from the heavens from the crowds of the people.
As they
Why am I,
partied. and he bowed.
Yeah.
why am I trying to? I literally have the chat in my hand. I'm over here like,
Trying to help me.
yeah, I'm looking over here.
What does the red smudge say with all the white smudges?
Yeah, I don't even know what
And
it
the
is.
light shined down from the heavens as the crowds of people parted.
And this
he
man
bowed.
sang Piano Man. Yeah,
No, it was a moment. And granted, I was probably very hammered, so it may have not been as epic as my
like,
brain
maybe
recalled.
you did nail it. It's the Family Guy.
Maybe they
thing,
weren't
like-
even swaying. Maybe I was just swaying.
Yeah, get off the stage. Like, thank you.
You fucking suck. This is the best moment of my life.
This is the best moment of my life.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember anything after that either.
They were swaying, I was swaying. God, that's perfect. That's it too. Like, you know,
Being drunk
that's it.
definitely
Like,
makes
the more
karaoke
drunk you get, it's like I'm
better.
so much better when I'm drunk, and it's like you care so much less when you're
drunk.
Is the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And for-
I understand, like loosen up some.
Right.
Sure.
then that's, and I don't know
But-
if it works with drums, because I know that is timing as fuck, but with singing, like, there's a lot of notes where I'm like, okay, this place is too full for me to like try and pull this off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it safe. But if I get hammered and just get into the song, like, I'll just go for it. I don't give a shit.
I get so nervous when I'm. Oh, there's yellow. I get so nervous when when I do karaoke, and if I don't have someone up there, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm not a confident man in my voice, especially even when I'm drunk. Even when I'm drunk, I'm still not confident. I'm just like,
It's probably for the best.
we need to have people up here. I'm not doing this shit alone.
I love my twin brother, but he really likes Nickelback and like rock.
Yeah.
And like my voice is very similar. He can't sing like I can, but our voices are similar. And it's like, dude, I sing like the Fray, like just soft shit that you can bounce around with
pretty
octaves.
easy, yeah.
Like, and I've done like I want to do Audio Slave, but the graspiness and the fucking
Dude,
distortion's not there.
if we go out, we'll do some audio segment. I'll do fucking Like a Stone. I fucking do that one. That's fucking dude.
But my
There's like one note in there where I'm like,
yeah,
here it goes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm pretty good with it, just
but-
because.
But dude, if my brother gets up there, because he just was really naive, because he went up there and everyone was like, you know, it's polite to be like, yeah, good job, you know,
Yeah.
thanks for participating.
And
he
he
was
did
like, yeah, I
Nickelback?
fucking rock.
Oh, no.
And then he got like, after like 3 weeks and like a year later, he's like, well, yeah, I'm just as good as you, right? And my friend Brian was like, the fuck? No. Like,
Never.
dude, not close.
Where did you get this
Yeah.
from?
And I was just like, I don't know what to say, bro. I'm sorry, but no. Like we got pissed because one of the bartenders cut the
It's
mic
true.
on him.
If you can captivate your audience, you're good.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, especially, okay, going back to karaoke, you always karaoke in a bar.
You do.
With a bunch of drunk people. So it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to impress that crowd.
I mean, you're not really just. And if you have friends,
And
like,
they're already
all
gonna-
supportive
they're already
of
gonna-
you.
yeah.
They're
That
gonna,
and
they're gonna do stupid shit.
Everyone else is already going to be like, be
Yeah.
supportive of you because, like, they want you to clap for them when they sing their shitty song.
Right.
And
So,
it took me a long
Yeah.
time to actually like sing, like want to go, because
Yeah.
and it really shouldn't have been that big of a deal. But I went to one, and the thing is, the karaoke DJ will always judge you, and is typically always the best person there. Because
Yeah.
at least in
Where we
Kansas
go.
City,
Yeah, no.
oh yeah,
No.
really?
Yeah,
Because the
whatever.
one I went to, I was like, oh fuck it, I got really
There
hammered.
are karaoke because at the
For
stop.
real, though.
at the
That's
stop-
how it is, I'll tell you
At the
that.
Well,
stop,
I was
that
like-
guy can the
The
bartender.
guy that can, he can
the
sing.
bartender
Yeah.
can sing really.
Really?
He'll
But-
put you down. He'll put you down.
He can, yeah. But I mean, they usually know their songs too. I mean, like they usually
Yeah.
know a lot of songs, but if they're like
have
really
your
gonna
go-to songs.
try, you know,
Yeah.
like they know their songs because they're there all the
Yeah.
time. But
I have a set list of like comfort songs that
yeah,
I'll do.
like I'll warm up with these, and then like maybe there's some
Yeah.
song. I always have songs of like, dude, I want to karaoke this one, and I forget by the time I go, so I just sing my other bullshit songs.
And they give you that big fucking book, and you're just like, oh.
here's 5,000 songs, pick them, and then I'll think
This
of
is
something.
like
I'll think
Napster.
of one song,
Yeah.
it's not in there. Like fuck.
It's like Napster in paper form. Like, how the fuck am I gonna go through
Yeah.
and remember? Like,
yeah.
I need something digital where I can just type shit in and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, is it in there?
Yeah.
No. Fuck. Okay.
But the fuck, what was I gonna say? But the first time I wanted to go do it, I was really nervous. I didn't really ever sing in front of people, and I was trying to get out of my comfort zone. And the karaoke DJ was really cool and kept motivating me, and I'm like, all right, sweet. And then he's like, all right, well, I'm going to go and do a song, and then you go. And he does CCR's Senator's Son, and fucking kills it. Like, and I was like,
And
dude,
right there-
fuck that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, right there, you're just like, what? How am I
Yeah.
supposed to follow this?
I was like, dude, you know. I'm like, you need to put some people up front. Like, we need more mediocrity before I get back up there.
yeah, come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on. Fuck you.
That dude was, he's like, yeah, you just gotta cut loose and go, man. I'm
He's
like,
like-
no, that sounded fucking amazing. I'm not gonna follow that.
Life hack. Just draw a search bar on the paper.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
someone try and Google with paper and pen on your journal? Yes.
You do the flip book.
Actually, it
and
was
as
Ask
you flip
Jeeves.
it, it's like putting in letters. And on the page where it's at, it stops.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, found it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Life shortcut.
Oh man.
Someone
Try that on a
ask
speeding
Jesus.
ticket. Just put the red X on the top right corner.
Yeah.
Deleted.
No,
You don't
sorry,
have to
didn't
pay
get
it.
My bad. That's funny.
It's
Damn.
good. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I don't know, like why podcasting? This is a weird. It's definitely no segue here. I'm jumping into my own little topic in my head.
So podcasting. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
No segue. We'll work on the segues more. But like, how popular it is instead of radio that you want to like do it and listen to it more than radio.
Well, it's not filtered like radio.
Right.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
filtering is definitely a big thing. But I mean, if you think about it too, it's just convenience is one because of like the sites and stuff that you can listen to. But I just think it's just one of those things that was like pondering in the back of my head. It's just like, this is happening. We're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Consistently too. You're not like
Yeah,
the millions
yeah,
of other podcasts are like, we're gonna start a fucking podcast, and then after week
One
one, everyone's like, yeah, I gotta take care of my kids.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll do it next week.
I
And
got-
like 3 months later, it's like, what happened to that podcast I did?
Yeah.
It's like that
Podcast-
box, so, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this, and you start working on the bench, and then like the bench is like 2 little posts,
Yeah.
and then there's nothing. You can't even sit on it. It's not really even
Or
a
it's
bench.
like one plank nailed to like
Yeah,
one or
yeah.
like 2x4, and you're like,
yeah, bench.
fuck.
Bench.
Yeah, literally, just to make a shitty bench, I could put one more 2x4 here.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
I don't want to do it.
There's a lot of putting
Shitty.
in work. One thing we've been, I don't know if you're a big fan, but we, it was in the last podcast, and I think it's just a good thing to kind of like ask the guest.
Yeah.
And, is their direction of, like, video games? We all are pretty well aware of video games. Not
Not the direction you thought he was going.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You're like, oh.
I know exactly. All right, fuck that. Switch it up. We'll just drop it in there.
We'll do the video games for we'll do the video games second because that's a lot more serious.
Yeah.
This I need to get off my chest so I don't forget or get too drunk or something. We already talked a little bit about it earlier from the last podcast. It started out real innocent and it was kind of a whatever thing, and I'll explain to you what happened afterwards. But is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh shit! I heard about this on the radio too. You know
Yeah.
that thing no one listens to except
Yeah,
you
yeah,
at work.
yeah.
Yeah. Is a hot dog a
Oh
sandwich?
fuck! That's so.
We've done our research.
Yeah.
Have you?
We have.
Did you both link together on an
We
agreement?
was on the podcast.
Yeah, we
because,
agree. We
pulled
agree.
up
Well,
and
I know,
everything,
but
we're
like after your research, did you
Oh, yeah,
did
we
you
come to a-
agree?
Yeah,
or-
full
Yeah,
agreement.
yeah,
Full
100%,
agreement. Yeah,
100%.
full agreement.
Yes.
Hot dog is a sandwich?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, well,
Am
it's
I off the
not.
podcast now?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't
Hang
feel
up.
strongly about that,
Yeah.
but it's just
I
if
said
you
yes
if
at
you
first. I said
rotate it
yes at
45
first.
degrees.
Right.
That's what
So
he
you
said,
would-
and I just
right.
said, yeah, like it's bread and meat, whatever.
Right. That was my
But
first argument.
if we're talking like how you eat it like a fucking hot dog. You're
True.
not eating it like a
thing,
sandwich
like,
and going
the
right,
thing
corn
is-
cob with it.
okay.
Right, you would
Yeah.
think
That's what we were
sandwich being a
thinking.
sandwich,
Like, yeah.
right, yeah.
All right, we looked it up. A sandwich, by definition, is meat in between 2 separate pieces of bread.
Oh, and because
So-
they're linked together.
Yeah, so they're linked together, so therefore a hot dog's not a sandwich.
So-
it's a hot dog.
Does that mean it's intermittently a sandwich? Because we've all bought those stale hot dog buns that break as soon as you
Right,
decide
that
to
would be
get-
a sandwich.
That's a
then.
Yeah,
sandwich.
okay.
That's
Bro.
right. And
Okay.
here's
And a
here
normal
it is.
one. So here it is. I tell this to this guy who doesn't even work with us anymore. Sitting at work, I'm like, hey, hot dog a sandwich? He's like, no, it's a hot dog. I'm like, yeah. Do you know why? He's like, no. I tell him the definition, explain it to me, and he looks at me and he goes, we work at Subway.
Yeah.
He goes,
Eat fresh.
what the fuck do we serve then?
We
and I was
serve.
like, holy shit, we don't even serve sandwiches. And he was like, we serve hot dogs. I was like, we serve gourmet hot dogs. Holy shit. So like that whole night, we like, people come in, it's like, hey, what kind of bun do you want tonight? I was like, what? Yeah, we got white wheat, Italian herb and cheese. What kind of bun do you want? Like, what? Let me explain it to him about the hot dog and this not being a sandwich.
Mind
Like,
blown.
dude, it was like,
Dude, it is.
it was like, because you never, unless you get like the flatbread and you don't toast it,
Yeah.
because then it almost 100% breaks when you fold
Yeah.
it. It's not a sandwich.
Dude,
We're a sandwich artist,
Yeah.
but we shouldn't be. We should be hot dog heroes.
You guys will get the first survey back on Subway where someone says, I honestly went to Subway and left enlightened.
yeah.
Like, I did not
Went to a
expect to
fast
have a
food
philosophical
restaurant.
moment at
Came out with
Subway.
my life changed.
Yeah.
But,
like,
but the Subway artist that helped me blew my fucking mind
Yeah.
before I even got out what bread I wanted.
yeah.
Like, that's
Get on the news.
literally what's going to happen.
It was it was so funny. Like we were just laughing the whole night about it, you know. And like there was like one other girl there. We kept trying to explain. She was like, "What are you guys fucking talking about? I don't understand." Like what do you keep talking about? It's like, we don't serve sandwiches. We serve hot dogs. How do you not get this? We cut it down the middle and we don't cut it all the way through. It's not a fucking...
It's literally a big-ass hot dog.
It's a big-ass hot dog, yeah. And it was like, I guess. And it was just like, no. You're like... You are not freaking out about this as much as you should be.
Guy 1 is God real. Guy 2, Subway doesn't serve sandwiches. That's so good.
Oh man,
that's a quotable thing right there. God damn, Octavia. That's good. That's good right there.
Anyway, I'm Octavia. This is the Help Us podcast. Mike,
Justin,
Leaky is my in-game name.
I'm not gonna say my other one.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say his.
Any of them actually.
Gotta have those formal plugs. My name is Matt at BishopCast, Twitter.com, and Twitter.tv/BishopCast.
Yeah, you can catch him on some CS:GO. You still do those? You still cast those CS:GO things? No. You can catch him on some VODs of these CS:GO.
Yeah.
They were really good though. Like,
Shoutcasting
I have no idea what's going on most of the time. And I'm just like, damn, he's saying so much right now. Like, and it just causes. And he's going around the corner. He's gonna be, oh, you just hit it with. Oh my god! Yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
You have to expect what they're thinking. You have to get in their head and know exactly
why
they're making their decisions.
Yeah, because if it's like...
I think he's making this decision because of the intel that I know that he doesn't know.
And in some games, when I first got back to it, I didn't understand the meta, like, because it's not the same game it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, right.
And I'd just be like, all right, one-on-one, and Johnny's sitting here walking up banana. The other guy's about 300 yards away, and it's currently 72 degrees outside.
Yeah!
like, he's got an AK, the other guy's got an M4. They're both going to the bomb site. We know what's going to happen in about a minute, but until then, I can't shut up, so... More action. Broadcast brought to you by I don't know what the fuck I should say right now.
Yeah. I like these new cases that I haven't seen.
Chiefs has got a touchdown. We got LeBron's going to the Lakers, and we're going to like reading off the ESPN headlines that you're going. Like,
I really, on that note, like podcasting, like I really wanted to know how, if I did a podcast, CS or otherwise, if I could literally just be like headlines guy. Like on the radio, they're like, all right, for your sports update, we're going to Frank. And he's like, all right, Lakers are doing this. I just wanted to be like, can I just make a podcast where I just walk in with like Reddit and just be like, all right, so we got this going on. This got 30,000 upvotes. Yeah.
Looks like Stroud got banned today for 2 days. Hacker. Ninja's gotten fucking crazy numbers again, whatever. Fucking,
typical shit's happened. Nothing's changed. Give me info.
Throwing games for CS:GO gambling is a sin, and we won't forget. 4 years later, you're still dead.
Never share your password with anybody. What's going on?
I will never ask you for your password. It's just
feel free to message to me though.
Yeah.
DM me.
I don't know. Casting was super fun though, and damn it, the thing locked up again. It's probably frozen, but
what?
The packet loss thing, or the frame drop frames, it's red.
Yeah, it's not locked up though, it's just real low.
Yeah.
That's just where it likes to sit.
Yeah.
It likes to sit real low.
Okay. I got you.
Because it's terrible, it's trash. Yeah, it's just like, hey guys, like, I know I'm supposed to be up here, but I'm feeling about right here. It's like, hey man, as long as you keep on going.
The more you don't worry about it, the more it's just us.
That was like last time, like, hey man, because it was the first time I streamed in a really long time. It was last Thursday when we did this.
Is that why you stopped? Because your internet does this all the time?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. That's why we actually had like another 15 to 20 minutes of the other video. But like 20 minutes in, it just like died because it just like it was so shitty that it stopped, and I was like, well, lower the bit rate, and like, dude, it's like, here we go, like we'll try it again. Yeah. So like that first one just starts out like in the middle of a conversation. It's like,
I got you.
Well, anyway, so where are we at?
Awkward.
I think casting would be fun. There was a lot of times where we played League of Legends.
League was the one.
That's definitely our to use CS:GO.
Right. Like I definitely could cast League. Even now, probably.
I can't cast MOBAs.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
I don't know what it is. If it's just rhythm of like doing.
Well, it's like
CS.
it's a little slower. Definitely, I feel like than CS.
Look, like
so you just end up talking about builds or
why they're
pros themselves,
the meta,
or whatever.
I have a lot of admiration for the guys that do it because like I heard the really good Dota and the really good League guys because MOBAs kind of took over and CS wasn't shit for a while.
Right.
And I was like, well, fuck, if I want to cast, like I need to learn this shit. And I had about 1,000 hours each in Dota and League, so I'm like, I've got a foundation. I could go in and bullshit.
Yeah, right.
But like I'd hear him and I'm like, man, that rhythm is just so weird because it's all it is it's just like, yeah, man, bot lane's doing really good right now. They've got like 30 CS on him. Like, oh, let's go to top lane. Oh, this guy's really doing the Jax for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's just action, and they're like, they're reading. They've got all the abilities.
You need your analytical guy, and then you need your color commentator. They're just going, oh my god, it's so fucking, he just shot a beam out of his chest. Holy, have you guys ever seen that blast before?
Wow, that guy's doing that
then
thing,
the guy's
and
like, yeah, that's
building off of it and going like exactly explain everything that he just explained.
he's like,
yeah, so the old
just like 800 damage. Just killed that guy. It's got a 5,000 unit range.
I don't even know that all the abilities names. So I'd be like, oh wow,
I don't either. I'd be like, I used it with his Q.
Yeah. That was the whole reason I didn't go. Like the item names and that. I'm like, man, that Q really hit hard. And that E over there is fucking smacking some shit around. And like, dude, that R just fucking ripped him. Like that's all I'd be able to say. And then I'd be falling back on CS like, well, it's 3-on-5 ghosts right now, and they're gonna push me in. Oh, they respawn. Surprising.
Yeah, surprising.
That gold stuff is really golden.
Yeah, oh man,
it's golden.
Really cool looking.
Real shining bright. Those minions going down the lanes like they're meant to do, and well, everything's great.
He's gonna go get blue buff from
we
that.
actually talked about CS:GO's popularity and COD's popularity last stream too. You were talking about how League took over and took over CS:GO's numbers and like that. Well, what I was saying last stream or podcast was that shooters and FPSs really their growth was great, but then when everything else started getting bigger, their growth really didn't go anywhere. It's just the stuff that got popular got bigger numbers, and they just had their medium that they just stayed at, and that medium became their thing, and that's why they never really lose people or numbers or anything like that when it comes to player base or anything like that. They just kind of definitely don't get as much as everybody else.
Yeah,
and I was he just I wouldn't say Mike's not a huge fan of every other sport, but I definitely try to keep up on every esports that I can and watch as much as I can.
Did you just call every other type of game a different sport?
Esports.
Okay. You said I think you said a different sport.
Esport games.
Shooters are a sport, and then there's MOBAs. That's a sport.
I meant game.
Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's I mean, the weird thing, because in my heyday, it was just Quake, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, and then Unreal Tournament.
Right.
And really all that defined you as being a PC gamer, unless you were playing what the fuck was it?
Which one was Tribes?
Tribes was another one.
Another one.
Yeah, sorry for you Tribes fans.
Yeah.
High res.
High
res is first thing.
That was one of the first games I saw that I was like,
and that was definitely off Quick. Tribe was definitely
and then those try-hard MMOs before WoW.
Right.
They were super time sinky. I forget.
Yeah,
I never played them.
Grind. WoW was super grindy.
Yeah, in my mind, I know the name of them, but I can't.
Shit like that.
Spill it, but yeah, and that was weird. As soon as the Warcraft 3 mod came out for Dota, and then League, and years later, then Dota 2 and League launched before that.
Right.
All of a sudden, all these first-person shooters that really never had any other alternative aside of single-player games are just whoop. Yeah. And they just all bound because it turned into an esport. For esports before, it was just between Quake and Counter-Strike. Those were the only two real esports that got any kind of momentum.
For sure,
right.
And then as soon as there was an alternative,
and even
people
then,
were I'm getting my ass kicked over here. Let's go over here and see what's up.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I remember I was
even then though that wasn't their momentum they have wasn't crazy here, right? It was how many people made a living off of it?
Oh, no.
Well, it was still a passion.
Well, yeah, but to be fair though, that's comparing skaters in the '70s to the X Games today.
That's fair, yeah.
Because that's kind of how I joke with people. Ask me what was it like to go to a world tournament? I'm honestly, compared to now, it fucking sucked.
And you're
I went to a 5-star hotel, but we were in this massive conference room. There was no stage.
Yeah.
It was just this massive cubicle area of computers.
And it stayed like that for a while.
Yeah,
and then long while.
Very long time.
The first time I saw a major for Dota or CS, I'm where the fuck was this shit 13 years ago?
Yeah, 2011 where it started
what executive of some broadcast company was you know what? This shit is cool. Why didn't we have that 10 years ago?
It had to be the fact. I feel it was the fact that MOBAs were getting big,
back then either.
And that they were doing so well in Korea and shit. And Korea's already had that video game It's not it's not such a weird thing to be a professional video gamer. No,
it's looked at the same way as being an NFL player.
Yeah, exactly. And so here it was you guys are just wasting your time. There they're you're going to dedicate your whole fucking life to this then.
Yeah.
Streamers have more of a popularity than pro gamers.
A lot of people get their start from being pro.
Right, but that's
just grow from there.
I mean, more entertainment based rather than.
But you got Game Shot, I guess. He
made his name off.
He was a pro.
I feel he made his name off the company.
He was a pro, but he definitely
I feel he made his name off the name.
He made sure that he was a character.
Right. I mean, his story there are multiple stories of a guy that's a gamer, works at a fast food restaurant and becomes like a pro. Like how many pro players, like their first job, he worked at McDonald's.
Unless they were so good that they never had an actual job.
Oh my god, like that's very news.
Well, it's
worthy.
all pro gamers when they do that like documentary, unless they're from Europe, it's always like, yeah, you know, I got really good at Counter-Strike, and you know, I was really suffering in school, and my parents didn't like me, and then I got that fucking contract. And it's like, dude, that is such a bad message for all these kids. Because they're like, fuck my parents. I'm just gonna get that. I'm gonna get that Cloud9 contract.
Disregard it all. Yeah, you hear that 1 in a million. You never know.
It's like
you're not gonna know unless you try it, right? Come on.
Because all I'm thinking, like, man, time's running out. I'm 16. If I don't do this by the time I'm 18, man, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm fucking 30. Like, what am I? Like, I get in there, I'm like, dude,
so
you guys.
Fuck you.
That's why I was like, because I was like, dude, last season I tried to play competitively again, and that lasted like 4 weeks because the team just died. But but all the shit I learned back then still came in handy, and we played competitively against some really good teams. But it was just like, man, like I don't have the mental like endurance to go through like 6 hours of trying to practice this shit and just deal with drama and whining. Like when I was 17, 16, I'm like, yeah, I do the same thing.
It wasn't even
like,
drama back then.
Now you're just
the
like,
team back then. It wasn't even drama. There was no drama back then.
There wasn't on my teams.
I was gonna say,
I feel like it wasn't like now we look at it like, oh my god, that's drama because like you just don't want to deal with it. But back then it was like, nah, fuck this. Like I'm getting my word said. Fuck you.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
drama.
As much as you want, but you didn't like want to. You didn't.
You were part of it.
And you
because you were putting up with it because you were interjecting. You were putting your own shit in there. Now you're just like, I want to be done with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we not do this?
Why do you have to like? You're being immature.
Right.
You know, like, why can't we just talk this out? You can't talk this out. Well, then fuck it. Like, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I loved it because it was fun. Like,
this is kind of a shitty story, but I feel the need to share it regarding CS.
Yeah.
So back in my heyday, I was on a team that had we had full sponsorships and we had a full financial paid ride to go to Dallas, Texas for this tournament. We were in playoffs. This was in Source for anyone that's like, this never heard of this fucking guy. Because I played the game that no one watched.
But before.
Yeah, but so we were in playoffs in Cal, Maine at the time. And we had a really good record. I think we were like 11-4. And we played against another team that had a better record than us. And one of our teammates just went off, had the game of his life.
Yeah.
And back then, they didn't have an anti-cheat software for CS. So you were required to go into console and type record and then a name, and the game would record a demo of you, and it would save it as a file. And so if the other team disputed you as cheating, you had to go get your demo and upload it to the site for the anti-cheat admins to watch with cheats to see if it looks like you're cheating. It was just a complete I'm looking, and with cheats, you know, if I was using cheats like he is, would I do this? You know, and it was so bullshit. Because I got banned for a day because they thought I cheated until like enough people were like, no. Like he went to LAN, he's good. Yeah. And but anyway, so my teammate got disputed, and they looked it up, and it didn't take like a breath. They're like banned, and so he got banned. We lost. We've had to forfeit all of our matches that season. We lost all of our full ride and our sponsorships. And he was just like, yeah, dude, I cheated. He's like, I've been cheating for a while. You guys just couldn't. And he thought it was funny. And we're like livid because that was the closest we got to being like the esport dream.
Yeah.
So 6 years later, I get invited to this like forum of like old Counter-Strike guys because we all used to play against each other every season. Yeah. We all knew each other. And that asshole that was on my team came on there, and I guess he was a Marine now. And he's like, guys, I don't know what to do. I just found out my wife back in the States is cheating on me, fucking this dude for like 3 months. And he's like, I don't really know what to do. Like, should I try and keep the marriage? And all I said was, did you ask her for demos? And I felt so great that shit came full fucking circle.
That's so
it was
funny.
It was so fucking sweet. Yeah. And that was fucking 10 years ago that I managed to pull off that one. And I got a bunch of shit from people because everyone was white knighting the hell out of that.
Right.
I'm like, fuck that guy. That guy took away my full ride.
That's your...
Yeah. I felt it was a beautiful moment for me, and I really only shared it by myself.
Even like that's kind of shitty, but one, that's actually fun. Like even I would imagine that he would have had at least a chuckle.
He would have been like, well, he did. He was just like, that's fucked up, but well played.
Yeah,
like, that was,
like that's like you're like, man, fuck you, but like
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget, man.
Yeah,
17-year-old
yeah,
me
yeah.
still
People
pissed
don't
off
forget.
about that. But I went with another team that just picked me up and paid my way, so I really didn't miss out on anything. But it was
Yeah.
still the principle.
Right.
It was like, you fucked us.
Yeah.
But
So he told them that he was cheating?
no, the
on the other
admins
team.
watched his demo and
Yeah.
was like, because the other team disputed him. He had to
Yeah.
give the
It
guy
was
that
basically like
Yeah.
word over everything else.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there was
Right.
a
Yeah.
team.
No, it was still like
He
just
didn't-
people watching videos.
Yeah, he didn't concede to it. It's just the admins pulled up the game,
Yeah.
launched his file
Right.
with cheats active, watched him play, and was like,
Yeah.
"It's clear he's cheating." So they banned him, and then he came to us and was like, "Yeah,
The question was he cheating?
And he was
Yeah.
like, he was just
Oh,
fucking around though.
yeah."
Or
Well,
he was cheating.
no, he's like,
Oh,
"Dude,
he
I
was-
wanted to win." Like,
Oh, so he was.
Yeah,
he
he
was-
confessed to it.
So then, yeah, so
oh,
no,
then,
so
yeah,
then
fuck
even
that
more
guy.
fuck him when you
Yeah,
post the
fuck
comment.
that guy.
When you post the comment, like, fuck that. Like, he intentionally, like, fucked you guys over. Maybe not in the sense that he was, he's like, I wanted to win, but it's like, who cares if we would have lost?
Yeah.
Like, was
no.
that your, like, do or die moment?
Yeah.
Like, even if it was, whatever. But now, because now you've lost everything.
That's definitely
Yeah.
a fucking.
I just thought it was hilarious
no,
because
that
it was like.
no, that's like,
I was
ice,
like,
that's
if there's
great.
right thing.
the
In
only
my eyes,
time I could
you
be
did the right
insensitive
thing.
and be able to pull this off is right then. That was the only
Yeah,
time.
that was great. It's like, it's like, do you do it? Of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
Is
We'll
it
do it
right?
again.
Some people are like,
Does it
dude,
matter?
why would you do that? And it's like, fuck that guy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like, nah, man, come on. God, that's
I
so
banged
funny.
her. Like, what?
yeah.
You know, like what am I not gonna say at that moment? Like,
Yeah.
I could care less what he's doing if he's a construction worker or marine. Like,
Right,
I met
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy, not
Yeah,
worried.
that's shitty. I miss it, man, because that's how me and Michael met through League,
Oh yeah,
playing competitively here in Wichita.
Fuck that guy. He's a
And
dick.
he actually.
Octavia's popping off right now. I fucking love I love everything Octavia's
Kyle
saying. It's
says
great.
that's brutal.
I know. Welcome back, Kyle, by the way.
Yeah,
But,
I'm sure you guys love the occasional cloud that's currently hitting the webcam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm trying with my straw.
Love
over
it. Yeah, he's trying with the straw. Wait, they play music too?
It just goes together.
It's a recorder.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Wow, that was.
I'm sure the mics pick that up really well. Yeah.
Yeah, the mics love that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
And
trying.
Mike's like, "Don't worry, bro. I got every frequency."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Shit. Like somebody's
This is about
dog in
to
their
sound
room was just
beautiful.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, what?"
Yeah, no, we met through that. I think the only time when we fought, when we first started playing League, we never really fought. We always just
Yeah.
like went with the flow and everything.
Well, it's
the only
weird because it was
person,
just like we were on different teams at first, right? We played each other. My team won,
in the
and
finals.
then his team got pissed because like
I was a
he
sub.
didn't do it.
Yeah, I
he
was
didn't
a
do what
sub.
what they told him to. So like, yeah, whatever, man. We're just not gonna play with him anymore. Fuck it. And it was like he was playing jungle for some
Which
fucking
is
reason.
my
at the time.
off-roll.
He's not even off roll. You know.
well, it was my.
The only time- I've barely ever seen him play jungle ever. All right, it was
Yeah.
the fact that they needed a jungler and he wanted to play in the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
And so like we were like, well, we could use a jungler. Come on over. Well, he was like, well, I've been practicing with him for like ever. I know like all the shit. Like they talk so much. We played him again, and he literally called out everything they were gonna do. We fucking picked them apart. Like before they were there, we just had shit set up, and they'd be like, he's gonna walk right here. Here he comes. Boom! Fucking kill him. Easy. Fucking run up
They
here.
fucked
This
me
guy's
up.
running right here. Boom! Fucking kill him again. It was like,
Why not?
holy shit! Like fucking demolished him. And like every other team was bullshit anyway. Like we would already beat them. This was the only other team that was like competitive
Wichita.
against us in
In
Wichita
Wichita.
at the time. And they were just like, we fucking destroyed them. And it was like, holy shit. And
They were definitely our rivals.
that started like
The big
it was like,
rivalry.
oh yes, like then me and him started playing like for whatever reason, and then we needed a support, I think.
Yeah,
so
Lisi.
you played
Lisi.
support.
was the support. You didn't like Leedsy.
That's
Yeah.
the only.
Yeah.
That's the only role I really liked playing in League was support.
Yeah, they have some
Now's
cool
the
people
time to
now.
play.
Yeah, now you
Now's
got
the time.
Pike. Literally, he's just an assassin as a support, but it works out because his ult. If you kill somebody with an ult, the person next to you also gets the gold for
Oh,
the
yeah.
kill. So you
Yeah.
both get the kill. So you like want him to get the kill, but it's also like an execute. So it's like pretty easy. That as long as you can hit it, it's like bam, fucking kill it. No,
Right.
yeah. But
We never really fought.
it's fun. Like I played every once in a while, but it's like it's definitely a lot more just fun for me. Like I don't play ranked as much. I'll play flex because it's like, oh, that way if I win, I feel like I did something. But at the same time, if I lose, like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like I'll do that a lot, and then I'll just. It's like, oh, this is the meta. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to play this guy. So like, I'm gonna play this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, like play somebody. You know, God, you gotta play a tank. It's like. I want to play Shaco though, so like you're gonna have to fucking eat a dick right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you, so
Yeah, it's like, fuck
That's
it.
why-
Then if I pop off, it's just like
All right.
What'd you want?
That's
You want
why
the- you want the
Sky and
tank?
Zach could not do competitively.
No, for real, they could have. This last meta,
Oh,
80
really?
carries were completely like removed.
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
all
really?
bruisers and shit. It was like, yeah, well, you
Probably
probably know Camille. but it's
shittiest meta there
like
was, but
melee
funnest.
champions. Like
I
there's
know-
like a
I
lot
know
of melee
bruisers
champions.
are.
Right?
We've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that.
I'm saying you're probably one of the ones like the newer ones. This is like maybe you know
Darius,
Yasuo.
Renekton.
Darius, kind
Bruiser.
of.
Definitely
he was,
more bruiser.
He was well, he was
Renekton,
kind of in there,
bruiser.
not as much, but kind of.
Oh,
But
yeah,
definitely,
yeah, he's not more.
But like,
yeah, Renekton was
he was
more
there
in
for a little
there.
bit.
No, not really even.
But you had like those people because like they
Aurelia?
were. It took
Aurelia was a really big.
Aurelia was huge. 'Cause
See?
she got reworked.
Look, wheels are
reworked.
turning.
Yeah.
She got reworked and
Yeah.
she was just as busted. It was like
Way more
You
busted.
can't change that fucking champ. Like you can't unbust
They
that
nerfed the shit
champion.
out of her. They nerfed the shit out of her.
Yeah,
She
and
used to be worthless. Like,
Yeah,
way
well,
back.
okay, because it was either she's like insanely good,
Yeah.
or you just nerf her so much that she's like unplayable,
Yeah.
and that's just kind of how she is now.
Definitely way more fun now.
Yeah,
I mean, and when she was useless, it was like a paperweight that would just run around. It's
Yeah.
like, just she's hitting me, I'm just gonna run away.
Well, we don't have
run to
top
you
lane.
guys.
This game.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away from her.
45.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, it was definitely a while. Now she has a stun that she can just hit, but it's kind of a tough skill shot.
It's definitely delayed.
No, for sure.
You guys still play League pretty often?
Every
Still
once in a while, I'll get into it. Like,
Still Fortnite?
yeah, still
I don't play
Fortnite. I've been playing
Oh,
Fortnite
yeah.
more. I've been liking it. The new season.
I was
they've
gonna get
added
into that. That was my
vehicles
next.
and shit.
That was my. I was gonna get back
A lot
into
more
that.
fun. I don't know. It's so much more like you can loot
Segways.
longer, and you like that like portals now too. That you go jump in
Yeah.
a portal, and it just like drops you from the
Riffs.
top, and you can like
They're called
drop. Essentially,
riffs.
drop from the bus. I guess.
Drop from the
So it's like,
rift,
okay,
yeah!
cool. And then you just like fly in.
Dude, I don't know if it's my age or just the fact that I played CS for 10 years, but
About to jump into it.
if I
Segues. Go for it.
if
You
I
guys already done it.
no,
Keep
well
going,
this isn't even
No,
a
keep
segue.
going.
This
No,
is
it's fine, 'cause
parallel
we've
with
already
Fortnite.
segued. This is
Yeah,
fine.
no,
Yeah.
segues.
Already segued. Yeah,
But
I'm not
with
thinking of a
Fortnite,
segue.
like it just there's two things. One, if I flank you, you deserve to die. Like I have better
Yeah.
positioning than you. You shouldn't be able to like build a skyscraper in 2 seconds and just light me up.
Right.
And the other thing is, if I watch pro streamers or whomever, like it absolutely blows my mind at the rate they can build, the
Okay.
fact that it has a plan, and then they'll also be like, okay, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, 2 traps, and then the guy's just stuck and just,
Yeah.
and it's just like, what in the fuck? Like, how does your brain play
Yeah.
Jenga while you're worried about getting shot?
Yeah. I mean,
See,
it's
once
definitely
you-
playing
once
more
you-
and becoming like there's certain things that just are muscle memory.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
that-
crazy to watch
bullying is definitely one of those
Ninja
things. If you
and
play it
like
long
these
enough.
big
Yeah.
like Fortnite streamers,
Yeah.
Lupo, fucking all these Dakotas, and they'll like build so well on the fly of like. They'll be getting shot down. They'll be, and they'll just catch themselves and
He's a
keep going.
troll.
It's like,
He's a troll.
holy shit, and then like,
You're a troll, Octavia.
but it's like to be able to do that is like that's the thing though about it is like I was talking to him. It's like that's why like CS and Call of Duty people that played it really like well.
We're based on
competitively,
shooting.
Based on shooting, they like
That's
PUBG
it. We want
lot
a
more.
gun battle. We want a gun
Because-
battle.
because-
I
it's
do
all
minus
just
the
about
fact that
gun
it
battles and
doesn't
angles.
it doesn't run like shit, but
Right. But
That's-
that game
yeah.
where
But we want a gun
fucking
battle.
Island and
Well,
I or whatever.
I was saying that if like I know Battlefield's saying they're going to put in some kind of like
VR,
DLC
COD
for
is
this.
gonna do.
I'm like, but if you literally took their engine and just replicated PUBG, which is probably very illegal at this point because
No.
the scheme's
PUBG
copyrighted in a
Or
sense.
they try to fucking
won't.
I know, they tried to sue
anything
Fortnite,
anybody
yeah.
does, PUBG will sue 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're just
it's
100%
just
about
like
suing
they,
people.
they would have the best battle royale game probably there is
Probably.
for
What's
the
he gonna
guys
do
that
with
like
Battlefield?
gunplay.
The new one.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's what
gunplay
they're
for
gonna
sure.
do.
Yeah.
But because that's like because PUBG's like, are we on Mars? Like, why is it when I jump I'm in the air for like 2 or 3 extra seconds
Not bad.
before I land? Like it just feels so artificial. The whole thing does.
Right.
But I mean, I mean, I like Fortnite more than PUBG just because it doesn't run like ass on my computer.
But
But
you-
I
you
rage
run
way
old
more.
stuff?
No, I mean I have an okay machine. But I rage far more playing Fortnite than I do PUBG because PUBG, if I die, I'm like, Dad,
You're welcome,
should have
Paul.
checked there.
Right.
Whereas Fortnite, it's like, oh, I found a guy. Oh shit, he just built like a 5-story
Yeah,
tower in like
right.
half a second. Now I'm getting shot from behind. I don't even have a wall up yet, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you
But
played
that's
with
the thing.
me.
But that's the thing that I was saying is like the people that played those games before, like that were really competitive and good at just gunfighting, essentially, like PUBG a lot more usually because it's a gun fighting game. It's about
Yeah.
angles and all that. Fortnite brought in this whole new mechanic and skill, which like leveled the playing field for everybody, which is why like I
Except
like it
kids.
more because I was just playing League for the last fucking 6-7 years. Hell, it doesn't help me at all in fucking gunfighting. Plus, there's Bloom, which fucking,
Isn't the best.
isn't the best, obviously.
Yeah.
but like it just levels the playing field. So it's like there's bloom, so you can't just depend on guns. So now you have to make this new skill of building. You have to learn that skill to progress
Counteract.
in this. Yeah, it's counteract the bloom, and just once you do it, it really does change. Like you can just start picking out people that are like not good. Like you can see the different like new player, kind of learning the game, pretty good, and then like really fucking good. Like he's like constantly like I fucking couldn't hit him with anything because the way he was building, and either you're just as good and you're building with him, or you know you have the tools to deal with it or whatever. But it's like it made this whole new mechanic and skill that like now there's these new pros that like other than there's like Ninja, you have like who the fuck's Dr. Lupo? Like he played BRs and stuff, but he wasn't like a pro or anything. Like who the fuck was? I guess C's was on years. Who the fuck was Myth? Myth was
Just
nothing.
a guy.
He was nothing. He was just a kid going to college.
That we know of. He probably played other games.
I'm sure he played,
But
games,
not
he wasn't
anymore.
A pro. Yeah. That's fair.
Now he's a team.
But it's like he was a fucking. He wasn't a pro anywhere, but it's like he got so good at like Daquan and everybody. It's like they just got so good at building, and then like you learn. Obviously, the shooting is important still. Like I was saying before, you still have to kill the people, but being so good at that and being able to learn. Like, oh, well, if I edit it this way and do this, or like, oh, this new thing came out. Now, like, those bounce pads that came out, when they first came out, everyone's like, pretty troll. Don't think they're very good. Now they're like, fucking holy shit. It's like,
now it's all style points.
Yeah, well, no, not even that. Like, because now you can essentially skip. You can, like, you're building, and you're like, okay, fuck this. You throw a bounce pad down, and you just build one wall up, like 4 things high.
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
true.
you can't fucking build up this high. Bam, 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 bam. Kill them real quick or shoot them. And then if they shoot your shit down, you just land on your bounce pad again, so you don't take any damage. And so it's like, and then you just build up again, and you just rinse and repeat unless they can kill the fucking bounce pad somehow. So it's like, holy shit! Like you have to be able to adapt to that. Just did like, but that's kind of any game, I guess, really. Because if you had a new gun,
Any game you like,
you have
there's
to
gonna
learn
be
that gun because
you play a game enough, you're gonna be good at the game. Like that's just
right. I'm just saying
Anything.
that Fortnite. The reason why that it took off so much, other than the fact I definitely think that being cross-platform with everything is like a big deal about getting so many numbers, because it's awesome to just be able to be like, hey man, what do you like? I don't have to be like, hey, what do you play on? It's like, you got Fortnite? Yeah, well we can play. You know, oh, you got your phone? Cool,
Convenience
whatever,
is very
let's play.
big.
You know,
Convenience is a very
the
big.
convenience is a big deal, and like that coming out with that skill, everyone when it first came out. I remember when literally building 2 ramps up was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This guy just fucking vertical flanked me. What the fuck? How did he just get high ground on me? Because he built 2 fucking ramps. Like, that's nothing now. That's
now somebody
nothing.
now somebody like builds like the Eiffel Tower in like 10 seconds.
And then now it's like, it's almost like the thing to do is you start to build, and then you see how much they build, and you just like let them go at it. Like,
and then you just shoot 'em.
use all your fucking mats, bro.
Knock 'em down.
You're like, why the fuck are you up there? And that's up, and then you just fucking you just cut it down. And you're just like, you're dumb. You're dumb because now you just use all your mats, and I'm just gonna go up over you.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's like it's changed. And
Flying Bush.
So you're a
Flying
fan
Bush,
of BRs,
man.
though.
Huh?
You're a fan of BRs.
I think it's neat. Yeah, I only like them if they're advantageous to me.
So where
I
do
don't
you
have the
see-
building skill, so it's the gunplay and like the combat. Like I get a rush from playing Fortnite or PUBG.
Right.
I think they're both fun, but it's
competitive.
Yeah, I'm
You killing
competitive,
somebody else,
and I'm
yeah.
stubborn.
You think
like,
it's gonna stay a thing in the next, say,
the
6
the
years?
only problem
6
is
years.
as an esport, it will struggle because there's
How
not
many people you have to have.
You can't have a spectating mode that's intimate when you've got that many players on the map.
True.
So it's literally like watching ants on a mound for like the first 10 minutes until, okay, we're there.
Right.
You can actually spectate.
Yeah, and with the building, like, these casual fans are going to be like, well, they're just going all over the place with these ramps, and then all of a sudden somebody dies. They're like, oh, he got him.
Yeah.
Only like elite players are going to be like, oh wow, can't believe he put insert ramp here and then ramp there.
Yeah,
They would
let's do some
have to-
analytics here. Like bring out
They
like
would
a
have to
3D
make-
map. They're like putting like blueprints of like if he would have went to the left here with the ramp here.
Yeah,
like,
they got the little fucking NFL like.
Yeah.
All right, now see here's the
Like,
thing. Yeah, well, here he is, but if you would have went this way right here, then we would have had this.
Yeah.
He would have been able to do this right here, and he would have shot down and probably killed him.
If he would have put the ramp on the east sector corner of that wall.
If you would have edited just like this, he had a little too many, took a little too long. If you would have done it like this quick enough, would have had him. Dead to rights.
Fuck the gun battle, would have had him.
Wouldn't have mattered. He just would have fell to his death.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, I'd be like, if they had something to where they could, like, the game, so they have to build it into the game itself to where it finds the biggest fights going on.
Right.
And then you just drone it out, and then you'd have to have somebody there. That'd be like a new job, essentially. It's like, you're going to be the drone guy.
You need
you're gonna
like
sit here, you're
7
going to float
drone
around
guys,
and fucking, like, you know, get the angles and, oh shit, what's going on here, you know, and like...
The tournaments style for Fortnite is amazing.
It's weird, though.
But because you don't have to spectate.
Because you don't have to
very
win.
based off kills, yeah. But
it's
that's
only
cool.
based off kills.
That's skill.
It's cool, but
makes it
but
fun.
but if it came down to like a tournament, like who is the best
of 100 people?
Yeah, like you don't go by kills then, right? Like
no,
because you go by
who is first.
The
but
rules.
That's such a bullshit because you can like it's the same in PUBG.
You could camp out
when it comes to like PUBG pros. Like they get more points for winning the game, but it's definitely kill based. So you like squads that are eliminated get boom knocked out, and it's like top 5, and then those top 5 go forth. Zones get faster the smaller there are teams, stuff like that kind of shit. Like that's cool, but at the same time, like winning does play a major part into points, like that you get as a team.
I think it should.
Yeah, no, it does.
Like
it does for PUBG.
Yeah, like it should for Fortnite. It should count as like 5 kills or something. Where like that way, it's like there's. If you beat them by this much, they're still fucked. Like they're still.
Can you imagine that though, getting 25 kills and then being like, I got 5 extra too because I won the game.
Yeah.
Like, if you get 25 kills, you should win the game.
Probably.
You should.
Depending on, but I mean that becomes the thing too because like they had a no rules tournament, so it was like the whole thing. If you're watching the Fortnite competitive stuff, probably not now. Maybe
if disrespect's in one.
Yeah, he has been in a couple for sure, but it's like he's not ever the guy carrying the team in Fortnite.
Yeah.
But
no,
it's 2 and 2, and you go into squads together.
Yeah, and then it's the team that gets the most kills.
And the team that gets the most kills in 2 games. Yeah. But they had like a no rules tournament, so it's like a bit like they want to land in different spots to be able to loot up themselves, right? And you try to get as many kills, obviously. But you want to get looted up without the other people, you know. You want to have better loot than the other team, obviously.
Right.
Well, I forget who it was, but it was like there was Ninja and whoever he was playing with against, I think it was Tfue and somebody else. And they were like they were far apart, but they could see each other. And Ninja was building this ramp up to fucking shoot this guy. And Tfue shot out his ramp because it's not shooting Ninja. So he shot the ramp, knocks the ramp down, and like knocks out Ninja. Yeah. And his fucking partner was already dead, so no one's gonna revive him. And he's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and he got a kill for it. Because like even if you knock your teammates, you still get a kill.
Oh really?
So like so it was like you got a kill, and then it was like, damn. And like at the end of the game, he's like, do we count that one? Yes, no, da, da, da. But it's like, I don't even care about counting the 1 kill. It would just be the fact like, oh, that's cool. Like we can do that. Like sure, we can do that. Yeah. But I'm not building anymore. Like I'm just gonna build like right here, like be defensive. And as soon as you fucking build up, build up high enough, I'm knocking your ass down. Fuck you, and that's all I would do. And like you could probably win pretty like if you stop them from getting kills before they can do it.
More power to you.
It makes it a lot easier to win. You know.
So you watch Shroud stream?
Oh, a lot.
Very big. You watch him when he plays PUBG?
Yeah.
You know who Choco Taco is?
Yeah.
I played on a team with him for 2 years.
No shit.
Yeah. So he was one of my CS teammates.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that
was his name Choco Taco?
Yeah. Okay.
But
what was your name back then?
Izzle. Izzle.
Izzle.
Yeah. So Jake, if you somehow miraculously find this podcast, I'm still alive. We don't like each other very much anymore. Or at least didn't 7 years ago.
We'll throw it up on Twitter and tag him. You know?
Yeah. Like, I heard about you, buddy.
Yeah. I understand maybe you don't like him as much anymore, but hey, you're mentioned in this.
Words were said. I was happy to see, because when PUBG blew up, one of my buddies was like, hey dude, like go check out Jake's stream, and he blew up as a streamer. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. But
pretty good at the game.
It wasn't unforeseeable, because when Dota came out, like Jake is very obsessive. Like when Dota came out, he was like one of the top 50 Dota players in the world on the ladder. Yeah. Like he just that's any game that has a fucking ladder, PUBG.
He's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's like gonna be the best, and he will play it nonstop. And he was a good CS player, so I was like, that makes sense. Surprised he didn't try Fortnite, because it's like I got a buddy that was like, hey, making a PUBG.
I think he's tried it.
Has he? Because one of my friends was like, hey man, PUBG making a team, trying to find sponsors. Do you want to join? And I'm like, No, I'm like Fortnite is literally eating your birthday cake. Like, why are you playing PUBG?
Yeah. Like, if you're just looking at it, like,
It's up there though. He's definitely one of the more that get like viewers on that.
Oh,
when it
yeah,
comes to,
I
like,
mean-
OG, Josh OG, like Shroud, Choco.
He's built a foundation big enough to where if PUBG dies, he
Doctor.
can just start playing
He'll be
another
alright.
game.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he'll have still a Twitch living.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of funny because I was like, oh, he plays for TSM now. Like, that's hilarious.
Right.
You talk about boring games. Watch PUBG competitives. Like, all right, we're in this
No, I
building.
do.
They're in that building across the road.
I do.
and everyone's
There's
just
a lot of migration.
Yeah.
during
It's
zones.
literally like,
And like
until the very end.
Yeah.
And there's just like an explosion.
I mean,
bad
to me,
lighting.
it's like it would be the same if I was like watching Chinese checkers. Like you
So,
literally
like,
have
the
like
last,
these
like,
different
moves,
sectors,
right, yeah.
and then they all just start because you're
Slowly
looking
moving
at them
in.
down from the sky,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, they just went here, they hopped, okay, these guys are
Going to
hopping,
this town.
and then you got this dude that's like, oh, this dude's riding a bike, he's scouting, oh, he died, go figure,
Yeah.
why the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, so I mean, I don't know, it's. I think the battle royale games are fun for the adrenaline rush of being like, all right, I'm here, I've got nothing, gotta find a way to make this work.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I had a coworker who hasn't played shit since Quake,
Yeah.
and he was like, I want to play a
Joe
game.
Rogan?
No,
Yeah.
but he was like, he was like, I'll download Fortnite and we'll play it. And then I'm like, all right, so when you're gonna land, you have nothing. You pick shit up, just run around and find stuff. And he was like, okay, so we land, and then he just takes off out down this like a barren cornfield. I'm like, no, dude, nothing out there. You need to get in this
You
building.
can actually see out there,
Yeah.
there's actually nothing.
Yeah.
Get in the buildings. There's
Like
stuff.
unless you're gonna be chucking corn husks, you
Yeah.
need to get your ass.
Can I do that? No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just check
I
it.
brought
assume-
today, it's like Fortnite just had their birthday thing.
Yeah.
Like, their 1 year. I was like, why? They missed opportunity. They should have had all the fucking pellets from shotguns shoot out confetti.
Yeah.
Like just shoot me. You know how funny that would be? Like,
Yeah.
even though shotguns are pretty shitty right now, fucking hilarious. Just
Confetti. Or just like
Yeah, take that.
confetti guns. Just
take that,
confetti
bitch.
guns.
Yeah, confetti guns.
Like gives you health or something.
I don't know about that. But that's all. Like reskinning will be way easier.
Yeah.
But-
For sure.
I don't know, I think the VR thing is gonna stay around for a while.
I think so for now.
It'll eventually
But they just
become too
eventually someone will. I feel like eventually.
What is the next
before
step?
that?
What is the next
someone
step?
is
Like,
gonna-
what
who
is the
knows?
next game? That's such a weird thing. Do we go back to like because for a while games was like story mode. We were all invested in a lot of story stuff like
True.
that, and then the competitive started becoming a thing. We're like, all right, this is kind of fun, and then it really became a thing. It was like, oh, competitive.
Yeah.
And now we're getting really into VR, which is still kind of like competitive, but there's definitely more casual to it, and like just survival and stuff like that. Minecraft was even like a starter like of like a phase you would say a video game where like you just invest time grinding, kind of like MMOs. So what would be another
Survival.
step on top of that? Like what?
with
do you
the
go
with the
past
VR and
VR?
Fortnite element, if you mix like because Counter Strike's popular because of the esport. There's a team,
Right.
offense, defense.
Yeah.
It's something that you can follow very easily on paper.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they need to plant the bomb, they need to kill the bad guys,
Yeah.
or defuse the bomb. If they took like the Fortnite element, and you're like, all right, one team drops on the map, they have X amount of time to build some kind of fortification, and then they have to hold it.
Yeah.
And it's
King of the
destroyable.
Hill stuff.
And other team has to take it, and then whoever wins that clash gets around.
Right.
Say they give them like 3
That game
you
minutes.
like
out
Siege?
already, though.
Is that? Well, I know Siege, but they don't actually build.
What
Right.
They
the fuck
flew
was
it-
that called? Oh.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Do you like it?
It was. Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
I think it's very.
Yeah,
I
I,
played
don't
that
like
game.
hanging upside
Yeah.
down in a window and trying to orient myself and aim.
I
but
think. See, I think that game is really fun.
I thought
played
it
that
looked
game.
badass on E3. when
It's
they were
definitely one of the games
advertising
right
it,
now.
but-
I'm going through like phases.
It's a
of
good one to
playing.
watch too. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Back
watching it,
channel-wise.
it's like, oh shit,
Oh,
that's
shit.
pretty good.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I love the
One
fact
taps.
like everything
One
like being
taps
so
are a big
destructible,
thing.
where it's just like there's like
Fuck this wall.
or just like there's like fuck up the fucking floor
Yeah.
and just shoot down at the people. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
how did
Yeah.
you know they were there?
Talk about no rules. It's just
Yeah.
like they're under here.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, all right, I
pure
got it.
Bruce Willis move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bitch. Yeah. It's like, yeah, no, it's fun to watch. Like,
Yippee-ki-yay.
even without really knowing what's going on. But
It's a good
what the
Christmas
fuck
movie.
game is that? Like he literally just described
You
that
build
game
it?
of like Fortnite,
Lock
but
and
it's
load.
lock and load.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's what it
Block
was.
and load.
Yeah.
It's like League where you have 3 defenses, like nexuses, right? And you have to farm. You have like 5. I think
forget. I
minutes.
forget. It was
I think
your
5
game.
minutes.
It was
or some
more your
shit.
game.
And you farm shit up, and then you build up defenses, and you got like special blocks. It was all like Minecraft type shit. So you have special blocks where you have like a guy that can put down turrets. The ninja who's like super mobile, and he can like do like
climb,
basically teleport a little ways.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of people's special shit that they can do, so it's kind of also like Team Fortress kind of shit. And then it was like, so one team builds shit up, and the other team, you're like, how am I gonna get in here? Like, my thing, I always loved just
like traps and stuff.
Yeah, you can make traps and shit. I was like, I always loved fucking just like, it took forever, but I would just burrow a tunnel under the whole fucking map essentially, and then just build up and just come like way back behind, because like usually people would just build defenses on the current thing, and maybe do like little shitty ones here and there back in the back. So I like take out all the shit from the back and then just slowly like make my way that way, and then just like, and then you just like build yourself in, so that like they would usually make this big cube to block in their thing. So you would like break into that and then build behind you to make it like blend in, so they didn't know where you came from, and then just be like hitting their fucking Nexus thing, and then there's like, fuck, they have to like take down all of their shit to find you, because you're like, yeah, the whole time, and it's like, yeah, it's fucking dead by now, fuck you, and then you just rinse and repeat and try to like, you know, it was fun. It was a fun game, but it just like it never picked up enough.
Definitely was.
Let's see what other games that already came out that I can think of.
Yeah.
Meant that sarcastically.
Oh yeah.
But the, I don't know. I personally, like, for first-person shooters, like, I want, I like the esport meta, but like I want a game that has like superb gun mechanics that's still like close combat. Because like any game like Battlefield or anything, any game that like Battlefield that looks like gorgeous, I'm just like, cool, but I have to like run like 15 minutes to go find somebody.
The map is real big.
That's like my complaint with PUBG, and at times even Fortnite. It's like some games
that's
it's literally like clean your room simulator,
because it's like, if you like, you could also use it to run away essentially. But if you're looking for fights, it's like you find a fucking golf cart,
you just go for
or you fucking go to the portal, and you're just like flying up, like there's a guy, and you're just like dive bomb his ass, like here we go, and it's just like. Fuck! But it made it so much faster paced. If you want to, like, literally, there's so many games I play now where by the second circle there's like 17 people left. I'm like, holy fuck!
A lot.
Like, and a lot of times it's the days like today's the new challenges came out, so there's like just real high populated like 3 areas of the map. And you know if you go there, you're gonna get just fucking crazy fights. Like 3 tilteds everywhere. You know, and it's just like, oh shit! But then everybody dies. You're like, well. Usually then you're just like stuck waiting for the circle to come down. Now you can kind of scout out a lot better by going through the portal, using the cart, but usually that means that you're going to be driving around until someone shoots at you. You're like, oh, never mind. Sometimes
That was one thing I liked about, because I started playing PUBG again last week, because the guy was like, team, and I'm like, team, I want to belong.
Yeah, so I
started playing.
Give me some words.
That's how I play any game. That's how I decided to play any game.
It is. I mean, it makes it gives it that whole new, like, I'm on a team, you know?
Right.
Like, like, I've got a purpose now. I'm not just, like, casually
playing the game.
It's not my hobby now. It's like,
that's how I decided to play any game.
It's
like, a game has to have,
cool
like,
hobby.
really cool progression. Like, that's not, like, with these military games, like Battlefield, like, wouldn't it be cool if your rank, like, actually, like, meant something?
Mattered.
Yeah. Or like COD, like, ooh, you prestige 8 times. It just means you haven't been outside since, like, October. Like, it's a participation award. It doesn't mean anything.
For sure, though. It's like, you prestige, you lose everything.
It's lost
like,
its meaning
here's
now.
a cool skin.
It's lost its meaning now, but being a little kid and being like, telling all your friends, be like, did you get prestige? Well, like, no, man,
being a little kid used to be,
fuck you.
The thing
I ignored my homework, and
the thing I used to say, like, oh,
that's why your grades are better than mine.
That was like, before that, it was like, oh, did you play the new fucking, like, Zelda game? It's like, oh, yeah, I was able to rent it, but I only got this far. It's like, I beat it.
Yeah,
the day it came out, fucking grinded it out, beat it.
That was the difference
but, like,
back then.
That's just growing up, is what I'm saying. Like, because as you grow up, you realize, like, oh, well.
How many people stand out? How many people stand outside a GameStop now for like midnight releases now?
Probably not that many. I wouldn't say nobody.
That used to be like
digital,
the thing to do.
Now
digital's a big thing.
Digital is a very big thing.
That killed that, thankfully.
But midnight releases are not as popular. Because especially now people want to wait to see if the game blows up in popularity in order to want to play it.
Yeah.
They're so big on that. Like, is this game actually going to be worth it? Or is everybody just getting hyped and I'm fucking on this train just like everybody else was? We've, like, learned that the industry can no longer fuck us. Like, we do not let the gaming industry like convince us like buy my game, it's gonna be amazing. We're like, fuck you. You've let us down a lot with your $60 games in the past since
Now
I
it's
started playing.
Now it's like, let me play it for free.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why more games haven't realized. Like, any game that comes out now that's like $60, and it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Come out
real
for
good.
free, and then just make skins for $10 a piece.
Oh yeah, microtransactions.
There's
that
no
shit?
way that
I'll
they're gonna play your game for 2 weeks and be like, holy shit, I'm good at it, or I love this game, one of the two,
Yeah.
and they're gonna spend money on it. Fucking Fortnite's like, hey, you can play my game for free, but you get a battle pass for $10. Has a bunch of free shit as long as you keep playing.
Yeah.
And if you keep playing, you're probably gonna spend more money. You know, and it's like, that's fucking smart.
Fucking
Well, it's
South
like
Park
League.
episode.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
League was one of the first like true
yeah.
like
it was the one that like
solid,
really showed people
solid
like,
game,
this,
free to play,
like
with hats.
free to play, but we're making so much more money than the rest of all of you.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like it's like that should have been the one right there that everyone like, hold on, wait a minute, you know, maybe we could do this. Like,
Yeah. It's
I feel like the only people who try to do that. Oh, they're not even free to play. I was gonna say like the early access people on Steam, like.
Early access
game.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's
if
not,
you
but
don't
it's,
listen.
everyone's
to,
taking advantage of it, though. Is the
which
fact
they
that
should because it's
no,
definitely
like they're
it gets
taking
purchased.
advantage of it in the sense like we can put out this minimal game,
Yeah,
and we can
Here's
just
half the
we
game.
can just make a real good trailer,
Right.
and tell people that we have these ideas,
Yeah.
and then after a couple months and they spend all their money, like didn't have the funding. Sorry,
Yeah.
gonna have to access.
hashtag Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Every Ass Creed game that comes out, it's
Dude,
like,
for-
oh, this
it's
game's
dumb.
really pretty. Why am I in a wall?
The
Yeah,
newest
yeah,
one,
wait a
the
minute.
newest one was
Yeah.
really good. The newest one was really good.
I haven't played the newest one.
The newest one really good. Like those problems, like nobody really
I
complained
agree.
about. Like they went RPG.
Do you mind?
They went RPG
okay.
stuff. Can you get me one too?
Okay, well,
One too many.
pass it over.
Thank
They
you.
definitely went more RPG style with it. And
yeah. Assassin's Creed, though, yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one's gonna be like that too.
yeah, the next one's
sick.
Spartans. Like I get like there's a limit when it comes to a game, and like you're milking it. You're milking it real good with like your brand logo titles, everything else like that.
Came out.
Right, but has an Assassin's Creed story really never not interested you? Like, have you ever played the story of an Assassin's Creed game? Like, this is okay. Well, I take that back now. Yes, I have. Which one? 3 was really weak.
See,
Amazing. Like, what would you call it? Like mechanics of the game, like the snow, like beautiful, like how you're like you actually got slower and like high deep snow, like that hunting, you can hunt,
that's
like
cool.
that was cool. But when it came to the story, one, so predictable. First person you met, you're like, this is your dad. This is your dad. Spoiler, by the way. Spoiler.
Well,
if you've never played Assassin's Creed 3, that's your fault by now. But it's a very predictable story. You can tell it right away, and it's like, what are you doing? But just because it was Assassin's Creed and the fact that you're like an assassin, you're like, I still like the game. The
Yeah.
tree mechanic was fucking awesome. Jumping from tree to tree.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
I never played. The last time I played was Black Flag.
Black Flag was good.
Oh, you mean the best pirate game ever made?
Yeah.
It was though. It was so good. I can't even read that. But who was that? Okay, plays them all. You know what? I know it says thank you for following.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Fuck you.
You've been around a while.
You've been around a while. You're just not following.
Yeah.
Help a brother out.
You know,
Literally, it's
going on?
Just because Justin's talking more, I get it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Come on.
Hit that sub
Love
button
you,
that's
buddy.
not there yet.
Love you.
Well, actually, which channel are you on? Are you on yours? Are you an affiliate yet?
Am I affiliated? Yeah.
I don't know who Roll Pomig is. That Jamar? If that's Jamar, fuck you. You didn't follow. Where's your follow, buddy, Jamar? Huh?
Tell Jerry not to throw this game.
But yeah. No.
Help us podcast. We
Fuck.
beg for
I
followers.
lost track of
It is J-Mar.
Yeah,
Wait,
J-Mar.
before we go into this though, if you follow,
I don't care if you don't use
fucking
Twitch.
follow, we'll tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your request. God damn it, Jamar. Fucking that
I can't
guy.
just be shooting out requests.
Let me tell you, his cannon terrible.
He is Jesus. All right, hold on. Now I'm just getting a little personal.
But no, Assassin's Creed games though, like Black Flag, amazing. What was the one after
All
Black
right,
Flag?
he followed. Jared, you better not throw this fucking game.
Yeah, Jared, piece of shit. What are you,
You
Top
piece of
Jungle?
shit, Jared. You better not throw this fucking game, Jared. Fuck you.
You fucking tease me with you build a goddamn PC. Fucking hate you, piece. I'm kidding.
You're tilting.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We just
Is he playing Kennen? I'm gonna laugh so hard if he's playing Kennen. That'd be the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Also,
I'm waiting for this shit.
Beach totally just subscribed to the YouTube. I can see that down there.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know what his picture is. That's a...
You have the YouTube up?
What is his picture?
Fucking trash. That's
You guys are gonna have to implement something where it's like every time somebody follows, you take a shot.
Yeah.
It's
Then we
definitely a
gotta bring
drinking.
more
It's definitely a
People are
drinking
great
podcast.
about harming
I can buy
others.
more alcohol now because we've gotten paid since we started the podcast.
Yeah, we could go do that.
But
Yeah.
like beforehand, it's like I had $20. I was like, let's go up to Burger King. We'll get the $3.79 deal each, and then we'll just go see how much fucking money we got, and we'll get that much alcohol.
That's
So
the
like,
thing we're
I'll
trying
get
to do. Did we say
18
that?
pack of High Life.
Did we say that at the beginning? The help us podcast part, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reason why we're
no.
coming up with help us.
Just
is
cross out podcast, put drink.
help
Yeah,
help us drink.
Drink.
that's actually like one of our slogans. There's a big X over it. It's like
Yeah, just
drink
everyone
scribbled in.
help us pay rent.
That's
Yeah.
It's like-
Whatever we're feeling at the week.
Yeah. Oh man,
That's merch right there. Just
Yeah.
a T-shirt.
Yeah, help
and then
us.
just have A,
Help
pay
us.
rent, B,
Help
drink.
us. And yeah, it's like podcast crossed out.
You're able to
and then just
customize it, put whatever
Yeah.
you want in
Yeah,
there.
like
Yeah.
you just circle whatever.
That'd be
you want.
funny. That'd be real funny.
It
Actually,
would work.
It would.
And you just have the thing. You have a bunch of little
Help
boxes
Jamar
unchecked.
not play, and then that's the go-to right there. I'm getting that one done. I was talking about Assassin's Creed.
All right,
though.
we'll get back to the Assassin's Creed thing.
Yeah, Creed.
Story mode
Are
games.
good.
Assassin's Creed 3, kind of weak.
Go.
Yeah,
Kinda weak. Go. All right.
The new one, really good. A
Which
game.
one was the newer one?
Uh,
No, the Egyptian one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like
Super
RPG,
good.
like you got missions.
So good you
would
don't
kill
remember the
people.
title.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Egyptian.
It doesn't
one.
fucking
At this
matter.
point, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's a
Yeah.
chip.
At this point, it doesn't
Next
fucking
year at
matter.
E3,
It's a-
Egyptian 2.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed goes to Egypt.
You assassinate Jesus.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I say it's good. That would honestly.
Old Testament
You know how
part
fucking
one.
funny that would be? Like, to be fair, that's like
That's what it's
exactly,
about.
Yeah,
That's what it's
like,
about.
You're gonna tell me that the
100%.
Templar,
Well, okay, the first two. The first two.
Templar,
Yeah.
Oh,
are
actually, no, you're all
against
Templars.
Jesus?
They're all Templars.
No.
You're always a Templar.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's the point.
Like, you were a defected Templar.
Well, no, yeah,
They
you were
get
against the
recruited
Templars.
by
The first one,
the very first one, you
were
are a
against,
Templar.
You were against
at the beginning.
Yeah, going for the apple.
And
of
then they
Eve.
like break you out of it.
Right.
And they're like, whoa. And then the second one is like the same shit.
Right.
Because it's a new guy.
Down the generation,
or
though.
whatever. Yeah.
Generations
So it's
down.
like, we gotta get
Which
you
is
out
like
of
what
here.
formed the Assassins or something. Like
No, the
where
Assassins already been around.
No, like got like bigger because they had more power from Altair.
Okay, sure, yeah. But okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking in the future. I was like, no, they were already around. But
No,
yeah. I mean, they were already around, to be fair.
Dude, when that bitch died,
Wow.
did not see that coming.
Please. Spoilers.
No, fuck anybody who hasn't played these games by now. You're missing out as a gamer.
I'm just saying, that's bullshit.
I'm not.
No, but
I'm not.
like, to be fair, like, you haven't played the new one, right?
The new one I haven't played. I don't know what it's about.
It's about Egypt.
Right.
what
That's all I
matters.
got. That's all I got.
I haven't actually played it, but I've watched
You can slide
so
down
many
sand
fucking
on your
streams
shield.
of it.
You can slide
I don't
down
know
your-
what desert they're in, but they're in a desert.
Yeah. Oh god, it looks great. But it's like, I
pyramids
watched
and
so
shit.
much of it. The story's so good, and like, it's just so cool that you could literally just go kill people, and then it's like, here's this sword, like here's the stats on it. Like, is it better than mine? Like, they have rarity shit. You know, like, oh, I got a fucking legendary spear or some shit, and it's like, it has that RPG element to it, to where you're like, you can always constantly
Invested.
grind
You're
your guy
invested
to
in-
get
yeah.
better.
You
but
can,
at the same
you can
time,
get invested.
yeah, like.
See, that cured it, because before it was like, all right, it's going to seem eerily familiar to the last mission you ran.
Yeah.
We've got this guy in this room, like,
Chase him, please.
Yeah.
Chase him.
ironically, it's in the room right next to where you just were to kill this other
Yeah.
guy.
Honestly, if we would have known, we could have just told you to kill both, but you had to come back and tell me first.
Then they made
Yeah.
a movie
Yeah.
about doing the stuff, and it was nowhere near close to anything having to deal with
What,
the games.
The Assassin's Creed movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of
Like
Yeah.
movie flop video games are a whole other thing.
They're natural.
Prince of
It is natural.
Persia. Assassin's Creed.
Jake Gyllenhaal, my broken work, Prince of Persia.
Shut up.
I love me
we're
some
gonna-
Jake.
No.
Love me some
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean,
So
the
okay,
girl.
if you love Jake Gyllenhaal, it's fine. You can go watch Brokeback Mountain.
I don't know who the
Like,
actress was, but she was really fine. But that was the only reason I was
that
vested in
doesn't,
the
like, make
film.
the movie good, though, you know?
What are you
If-
talking
if
about?
you've got a-
Are you saying that you watch a porn and just because the girl in the porn was that girl, you're not like, this was a terrible porno? No.
I don't think you can make that
This is
argument.
sexist.
We're not
This is sexist. This is sexist. I don't mean to be like this.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
So if a guy's good looking, is that? How's it sexy? We were talking about hot girls.
I'll stick around.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it's
I was gonna say, like, if my point was, okay, it's a movie about a video game which is notoriously bad.
bad.
Actress is really fine.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's cool.
Sure,
You know, it doesn't even have to be a
Gotta go
movie
watch
about like a video game that's real. Because even Gamer,
What was the last
a
video
movie
game
about
game?
video games?
Yeah,
got
not
bad
even a
reviews.
video game.
Yeah, not a specific one. Just
It
about
wasn't
video
like
games.
I didn't mind that one.
It was really
because
good.
I like the
really
idea.
liked
I
it.
don't think I've seen
Gamer?
Yeah.
What?
You say Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, that's
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's.
No,
I know.
I haven't
I thought
seen.
you said Jake Gyllenhaal.
I haven't
No,
seen
no.
Gamer. Which-
Really?
which-
Gerard,
It's like-
Gerard Butler. I said Jake Gyllenhaal for.
Okay.
Is it
yeah,
like
I
the
got
kid
it.
controls Butler?
Yeah.
It's like they have like death row inmates.
I remember
Right.
the trailer. Yeah.
They control
It's on Hulu.
Is it?
It's on Hulu. It's
Yeah.
really good.
I
It's
saw-
like
I-
Okay.
Plug Hulu,
you
by the
can't
way.
say you're you can't say you're talk shit on the game or on Gamer the game.
I'm not
movie,
talking shit.
whatever.
No.
And
I
then be
liked
like,
it.
it's really good.
I know,
Like,
no. I'm saying like.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
He
like,
said it was
it's-
good.
Yeah, I'm saying that like it's
But
weird
the
how
critics
that.
don't like it, kind of shit.
Right, no, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you think that like game movies are gonna flop just in general, but a movie about a game also flopped.
Well, not to segue out of this, but it's the same reason that D&D is criticized is because
Right,
games don't
right.
have logical laws.
Right. So you're just
So,
like, this
yeah.
so
could be
critics
wrong.
that
Yeah.
don't play games are like, okay, he takes control of this dude magically.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Have you seen the
it's
movie?
a video game.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
it's
you.
the same thing as
I don't
D&D.
want to be a normal
I
guy.
know horror movies are like bad. Horror movies are genuinely like most people are like.
Well, that's because
bad.
they've given up on
Right.
trying.
But
There's like,
the
yeah,
horror
jump
movies-
here.
The horror movie video game
Jump here.
where they play the video game and then like how they die in the video game, they die in real life like that.
Oh yeah.
That was I liked that movie. Like as a horror movie, I liked it.
I hate
really
scary
predictable.
movies.
Really because I knew how the person was gonna die because they died in the game, and then you're like, all right.
I don't know. I know,
It was
like my girlfriend loves scary movies. I can't.
Girls in general like scary
It's always
movies.
the
And
nice
I
ones
don't
too.
understand why.
It's
Like when
fine,
one
now
boy's
be
like,
girls.
we're gonna go to the movies and like I'm gonna get scared. I'm gonna like be able to touch him, and it's like you can just touch me anyway. Like
Ready Player One. Ready Player One was a book before any like movie though, Jared. Like it had its own like character like built.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It was
That's
terrible.
verbatim.
That's
That was
terrible.
not. That was
Terrible.
cool as a kid.
Yeah, terrible
Because it was,
movie
like,
as an
3D
adult.
and shit.
Ready Player One. They modernized the shit out of that book. They like the movie is so much more.
Yeah, I really doubt Tracer was in the book.
Yeah, no, so much more modernized
Yeah.
than like the actual
No.
book. But
Yeah,
and also
for sure.
actually the
Okay.
ending.
Yeah, I know what
the
you're saying.
ending is completely different than the book too. So it's really like
Yeah,
they
they all
changed
died in
it.
the book.
Which I
And
honestly,
also, it didn't
book.
get as good reviews. I'm pretty sure it got like a 70 off the top of my head.
and I'm just a pervert,
I'll
but I
even
was
check
like,
myself on that.
I really want to see what the CGI Tracer looks like.
It was
in the
actually
movie.
really good. The CGI
and when
in that
I
movie
saw
was
it, it was
really
just like
good.
a
Steven
2-second
Spielberg
glimpse.
doesn't
And
let
I'm like,
down.
well, that's kind of disappointing, but it's a
Yeah.
kids movie. So I was like,
Kids
yeah,
movie,
all right.
yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Like if I'm seeing
doesn't
more
let
of
down
Iron
like
Giant than I am
Avatar.
Tracer, that's a problem as far as I'm concerned.
Spy Kids 3D, also cool as a kid.
Cool as a kid.
Had Frodo in it.
Watch it now though, and like it's like, yeah, it's a bad movie though. Like it's a bad movie. But as a kid,
Well,
you were like watching 3D. It was like, oh shit.
That's why I don't watch movies I loved as a kid.
Wasn't even
'cause
good
it's just
3D.
like,
It was
wow,
only,
that's
like, red
corny.
pins,
and
Depends what you
Like,
mean. Like
I
we
made
just
my
watched-
mom watch this
73.
like 12
Why am I
times.
We
so
just
good?
watched Surf Ninjas
Why am
the
I
other
so
night.
good at this?
I still thought
Okay,
that was fucking.
that movie's the shit.
Yeah.
I watched that in
Yeah,
a
73, by the way.
taekwondo building
Yeah.
for like an overnighter.
I love that movie.
Yeah. No,
3 Ninjas.
I haven't even
That
thought about
3
that
Ninjas.
movie.
Rob Schneider. In it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rob
Yeah.
Schneider's in
I
this
was
shit.
like, we started pulling it up, and I was like, I think Rob Schneider's in this movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, is that Rob Schneider? I was like, yeah, that's a young Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And Asian guys we never saw again.
Doom was
Never
also
again.
terrible. Doom was
Yeah, Doom
probably
was
one of the
terrible. Doom
worst
was terrible.
movies ever. It just that was Rock's
Tron, does Tron count? That's
Tron. Early Tron was good. Early Tron was good.
What do you mean, the first Tron?
First Tron was great.
Like,
Yeah, well, the
old
first
one.
movie. No, it's the first movie. Second one was a
Okay.
sequel. So first movie was good. Second one was literally just how can we make our first movie relevant, and that's why it got like a 68.
I don't know. I don't know about the whole ratings thing. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah,
It
like
wasn't, no, it wasn't. It was literally just fuck
You know-
you.
you know what's sad
Doom
is-
was so good.
is
How was
vid-
Doom good?
Video game movies have far and wide failed, yet a movie about a
still-
board
We know
game,
about all of them.
a movie about a board game that never existed
Jumanji.
did loads
Way
better.
The second one even
Yeah.
did good.
So
The second
a
one even did
fictional
good.
board game movie did better than all the
All
video
these
game
games.
movies we've had.
But let's put a lot of that on Robin Williams. A lot of that movie
And
is
then
on
also
his
The Rock.
back.
Yeah,
Is on his
both of them.
and Kevin Hart.
And Kevin Hart.
Kevin
The
Hart was
Rock and
great.
Kevin Hart's chemistry is
Yeah,
fun. It doesn't matter what they're like. You'll go
They're
and watch
bondage.
it just to be like, this is gonna be funny.
Yeah,
I like the other movie the first movie they were in.
Central
together.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Definitely
I
better.
saw that at Starlight. It was really
Because
cool.
like, it had its own like plot and shit. I feel
Yeah,
like.
no, it's definitely good, and it's like has its like twists and turns and like unexpected and stuff like that. But the comedy it's the same as Ride Along with Kevin Hart and Ice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Ride Along 2 definitely was just we're playing off the popularity of Ride Along 1, which is common with sequels with comedians in general.
Look
Fair
at that
enough.
flawless segue. Look at that.
That was pretty good. Good job.
Yeah.
We're getting better at this.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Not the
But,
ones you ride, the ones you.
Yeah.
conversation.
Well, even sometimes the ones you're right.
You know,
I hit the mic. You
you
guys
know,
are welcome.
it is Help Us podcast. So if you guys want to send some segues this way,
Jason
we'll get a PO
Bourne
box.
is a great series until they tried to reboot. Both of the last two movies were terrible. Last two movies were terrible.
But it's still cool to watch Matt Damon kick ass.
Oh yeah,
I mean, any of those
not
movies,
even just Matt Damon, just
any of those movies
agent,
where it's just like a
007,
guy,
like just an agent.
yeah, 007 movies. You're like, he's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
Mission Impossible still making movies.
And Tom Cruise doesn't age, so like they all work.
I would
They
say he doesn't
literally-
age. You can tell he's
Look
kind
at the
of
motherfucker.
aging.
You look. He's a
can tell
vampire.
You can
He is
tell
a
he's
vampire.
aging.
He is a
It's
vampire.
just slower, you know, because he can pay for the surgery.
Right.
It also helps when you have the physical stature of a teenager.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about like, but any of those movies where it's just about one guy.
What was it, Jack Preacher?
Any
Him and
fucking
Jack Preacher
Jason
was good.
Statham movie.
Everybody
Gerard
loves
Butler
him.
where it's just whooping. Like any
Ass.
movie where it's like just that
Gerard
action
Butler's
guy.
definitely come to more of a drama phase in his acting
Recently,
career.
yeah,
he's
for
he's
sure,
not more
for
of an
sure.
action.
It's not like
anymore.
Jason, pretty much anybody in Expendables though, for the most part. It's
Yeah,
like
that is
any movie,
That is the
any
movie
solo
of,
movie that they're in. Is
That's
just like,
the movie of like the 80s
Yeah, right.
of like hardcore music, explosions, and like Rambo fucking type shit. Or
Yeah.
what, it wasn't even Rambo. What was the other
No,
one?
yeah,
Like
I mean-
Silver, whatever. Like with Jason. Not Jason.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. So yeah. No, the
This fucking guy. I said fucking Silver Surfer. There's no way it was
Silver
Silver
Surfer. I thought you said
Yeah.
Serpent. I thought you said Serpent. Serpent sounds like
No.
something that would be like back then.
You guys
So
ever
what-
see? Go ahead. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. You're
No,
good.
no, go for it.
Last Action Hero. You ever seen that?
Last Action Hero.
That
Hulu
sounds-
that.
Is it with a guy though?
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
with and he, yeah. I think
But
I think I remember reading the
But
synopsis on.
But have you seen Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm 30.
I'm just making sure.
That shit was there when I was growing up. But like Last Action Hero is a movie that literally it's an older movie. It's early '90s, but it's like it's kind of like Tropic Thunder where they just make fun of action heroes.
movies
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Because
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger makes fun of himself because he plays an action star, like a character that's had like 9 sequels, and this kid gets sucked into the screen with like a movie ticket
yeah.
and has to like survive with this dude.
Yeah.
And like the whole movie, like the guy, do you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
The guy
He
that
does.
plays the head Lannister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blonde dude.
Like the
The
dad,
older,
like
yeah.
the father.
He's the head villain in that movie.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's got like an eye that constantly changes colors. It's just so fucking corny, but it is really cool.
Corny's
and
good
really
sometimes.
fucking just
Corny's
Yeah.
good.
It's slapstick,
Corny's-
but
as
the,
long as you know that the movie's corny, like there's a difference of like a movie that knows it's corny and you're like, oh okay,
Yeah.
like you can get along with that, like it's cool then. But when a movie's like trying hard,
Yeah.
and it's just like, this is bad.
This
you
is
know?
going downhill real quick.
But
Like Surf Ninjas was corny.
Yeah,
but it
you
was
loved
like,
it.
but it
You
was so
loved
good.
it.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, yeah.
I mean,
fuck.
anything that's like reminiscing memories, also, you're gonna have
True,
a
true.
nostalgia feeling towards
That's-
like I should like this.
the reference of Surf Ninjas is perfect though because take away the plot, but just the vibe. Take Surf Ninjas and Tropic Thunder and mesh them
yeah,
because it has that 80s 90s nostalgia because it was made then,
and the
Yeah.
production
but it
is
has
terrible.
the like over the top cliches and jokes.
yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Like Danny DeVito plays like an animated cat in a police station
The fuck.
in this movie. Like it was literally like we're not even gonna give a fuck. We're just
Yeah.
gonna grab Arnold and all of his manliness,
Yeah.
give him a
Throw
cop
him on the
job
screen,
in LA.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like his daughter's like this super hot blonde in the film. Like it's just so over the top, makes sense. It's ridiculous. What's up?
Thoughts on Chia Pets?
It's so off
What the fuck
topic.
are Chia Pets again?
The things you take care of. Yeah.
You know,
It's
you
a
Oh,
chia.
they were
plant
cool.
the fucking
pet.
thing. And
Like the
It's
little
a
thing you're
chia
like, oh, I need to feed
That's
it.
definitely
no, that's a
No.
Tamagotchi.
yeah, the
Better.
first
Those are
start.
better than Chia Pets. Chia Pets are an actual like plant. It's just like a pot. Like you can have the Scooby-Doo
Oh.
Chia Pet. It's a
Or
pot
they, like-
that you plant and then it grows
Grows the
hair.
green.
Oh,
They have, like,
Which is-
I've seen
ones.
enough on Reddit where no, they don't really work unless you
They
shave
do.
them
No, they
all
do.
the time.
They work.
Yeah,
Definitely
they
work.
don't look that way.
I had a chia pet.
But you have to
Bart
like
Simpson. Bart Simpson, I remember.
That's not even a good one. You gotta get somebody with like an afro.
He had a flat top. He had a flat top.
I want to get like Gandalf and just let it all go.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have to worry about this one. Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
We were talking about movies, Jared. You just kind of fucked everything.
Segways. Thanks.
Tamagotchis. I remember having one of those as a kid, and it died a couple times.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever learned about these little reset buttons on the back.
That was
get a pin.
Yeah. Dude, why do they make them so small? I mean, I get it. Like, make it small so you can't reset.
On accident.
But, like, those are absurdly
you had to get, like, a needle.
Absurdly. Not even a toothpick small, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of, like, the first, like, gaming on the go devices.
Yeah.
For you?
Well, I mean, it came out with like
Game Boy
they had
Color.
Game Boy Pockets.
Game Boy Color.
Because I had a Game Boy Pocket when we had ours.
Then I may have
You
had
guys
like
are older than
a
me too,
simpler,
so
earlier
throw that
version
in.
of that because like
There's
the Game Boy that existed.
It was like
this came out right around the time.
Like the green screen.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
then,
light
have the
coming
other
over.
colors.
Yeah.
No, the light didn't. No, the light wasn't there yet.
Well, like my friends were like, "Hey man, I'm playing Pokemon. Like, check this out." I'm like, "Dude, that doesn't look anything like my Sega at home. Like, why the fuck are you playing that?"
Yeah.
Black digital 8-bits.
I never like I watched the TV show. I never bought the cards, but I thought Pokemon was really cool as a kid. Never played the Game Boy.
Dude, you're fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I even
insane.
played Game Boys.
Yeah.
They're so good, even now.
I think that was probably like my first like grind game.
So like, especially
that was my
like a
first
mobile
grind
game,
game.
like you can get an emulator now to play it.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I
such a
did
good time
back in
for it.
high school. That was literally the reason why I got an Android phone, so I could literally play the emulator of Pokemon. That's the only reason why I wanted Android.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just never could. Stardew Valley's as close as I've got to play Pokemon.
Oh my god, what is it?
Thoughts on thought? I feel that's one of those words where if you say it out loud, it says something else.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Let me see it closer.
Like, I feel like this is definitely the place to try to throw some shit like that in, you know? Like, you seem like drunks, like, thoughts on it! Wait a minute.
I'll do it.
I don't...
It's not, the last one is like, the first part, like you can see what it would say. But the say, maybe he just put in like a Google the word and just throw it in there.
Shinawatra?
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna Google this word though.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I'm in the middle.
unbiased.
I'm in the middle.
Point.
If that's legit, that is some serious weeaboo shit, because that is a
I'm
word
down
that
to
does
get
not
weeaboo.
land itself
Yeah,
on.
are we getting weeb here? Are we going anime? What are we doing?
I'm down to go.
You watching the
I'm down to
anime?
get weeb.
No?
Dragon Ball Z is about as far as I
Have you watched
know.
New Super? I haven't watched New Super, but
You know, ironically,
I've watched
you
like
mentioned
clips,
that.
I've seen the highlights, and it's fucking awesome.
Well, so when I'm doing installs, like there's this group I ran into, and they were talking about Dragon Ball God or something.
yeah, the Super Saiyan God.
And I just like turned around, I'm like, what in the fuck are you guys talking about? And he's like, do you Dragon Ball? I'm like, 15 years
Dragon
ago.
Ball?
Like, what is it into now? I'm like,
You fuck with the
like
Dragon
I watched when it was like Frieza and Cell.
Yeah, Frieza's back.
Yeah, really?
Back
He's
too, I
new.
thought.
He's new and improved. He's
Of course he
upgraded.
is.
They made a movie. I've seen both the movies in theater.
Really?
The new ones. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this. Fuck yeah! It was only playing at the East Warren, and I went. I saw both of them. And they literally, if you see the movies, they're like all the fucking episodes of like a whole season of Dragon Ball Super in like an hour and 30 minutes. Just like
That's pretty cool.
it's weird that like there's just
'Cause
less backstory.
I was watching because I woke up early. I fucked my back up yesterday, and I was like, I've got cable, and I was like Dragon Ball God or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, here you go. It's all on demand. I'm like, all right. And it was like season 1, episode 72, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was
I
like,
love that.
I'm
That
gonna
doesn't intimidate me at all. I'm like, let's
gonna
go.
start with 52. I'll recognize somebody. And then my girlfriend came out and was laying with me like before she had to go to work. Was just watching it, and she's like, so what's this about? And I was like, I got about 20 years of history that I'm trying to catch up on right now.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
get back to you.
I'll tell you who's related. Like that's Trunks, and it was like this episode. Like there was adult Trunks that came back in time with like a Mira character, and I'm like, and then there's kid versions of them already there, and there's Bulma. I'm like, all right, so that's his son, but like apparently he's an adult now, and he traveled here in the future. And then, but that's him as a kid though in relevant time. I'm like, and that's his mom who looks the same age as him, and that Vegeta guy, that's his dad though. He looks like an absolute like cunt, but that's actually what he is.
Yeah,
and then
that's actually what he is.
Yeah, and she was like, what in the fuck? And I'm like, it's anime. I don't. Like,
anime for you, really.
Just wait till they Kamehameha. It's gonna look cool. Just wait for that. Or Spirit Bomb.
Wait for a fight. But actually, that's gonna be like 20 episodes from now. Just like I'll tell you when to look.
That's my like guiltiest thing as a kid is I made a Dragon Ball Z RPG website. when I was 12.
You played
I actually
Xenoverse?
manually coded it, just Dragon Ball Z, just standard.
Yeah, but have you played Xenoverse?
Oh no, not the game.
Xenoverse.
It looks
That was
fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
But like this website, the whole thing it was is you'd go to the website, you'd sign up, you'd pick a character, and then we had a forum, and then you would role play like D&D, and you'd have to actually put like fight stuff in and like actions
What was it
and whatnot.
called?
Just this website I just made. Like,
Yeah,
this
what
used
was
to
it called,
be
though?
there,
What was
though?
it called?
Oh,
Would it
it's
still
just
be-
Dragon
would it
Ball
still
Z
be-
RPG.
the
No,
domain?
the website still exists, but it doesn't look anything like it did now.
Yeah, does it, like,
I
does it-
changed it
does
to
it run?
CS stuff.
Oh.
It wasn't even a game. It was just a.
It was like D&D. Well, I'm wondering because like back then, like I didn't actually have a computer, but my cousin did, and he showed me like PlanetNamek.com, and there's that like little fighter game.
Oh, that's
that-
another
that,
phase
like,
of
No,
gaming.
I know. No, there was
there
never.
was something you could just. It was, but no, but like it was like it was basically like a flash game that you downloaded, but like the community could come in and make shit if they wanted
Oh.
to, and so like that's how they.
Best
uh,
chips. You guys keep going.
That's how they.
Best chips, Jared, easily.
Would like add characters.
I don't know,
if
the
they ever added
Tostino
characters,
Scoops kind of
it was,
like comes in. I'm coming in,
they would have the
motherfucker.
community do
Tostino
it.
Scoops,
But he was
definitely,
into a lot of that Dragon
definitely
Ball Z
pull
stuff,
a
like, on
hard
the
curve
internet
for me.
that I
I'm
wasn't
definitely more of a
able to
scoops
access.
person if there's
Yeah.
salsa,
So
but if I'm
like,
just
I
eating
remember
just like
asking, like,
tortilla
hey, man,
chips,
did you ever- 'cause he's
I
about
definitely
to
go
range,
for
too.
on the
So
border
it's
because
like-
they're really fucking
I wonder
huge.
if you ever got on that website.
That's my take on that, buddy.
Yeah.
I got you.
Looking up stuff. Like, did you ever go on Dragon Ball Z RPG? It's like, yeah. It's like, dude, my buddy fucking started that. Like, that was his website.
Well, there was.
It's
Well,
crazy.
that may have been like a main one. I made one that was
Right.
like an Angel Fire website that ended with Dragon, and then I would just
Okay,
advertise it on other Dragon Ball websites.
yeah.
But the whole premise was people would like they'd sign up and they'd say I want to be this character if it wasn't already taken on this massive roster that I had to manually code and
Right.
update. And then they'd go on the forums and they'd role play
Jared,
like
give me a
fights
quality
and,
Yeah.
update,
and
by the way.
bullshit. And then I would read through all of them at 12 and be like, all right, this dude won that like role play. And then I would write like a 15-page post of like everyone facing off and fighting and who won which, like
Jesus.
yeah. And that was like normal to me at the time. But my page got like 20,000 visits in the course of like a year, and then Dreamweaver came out, and I was like, okay, apparently web design's not something to get into, and I just stopped. But it was still really like that was the shit because I
Yeah.
love Dragon Ball. So I was like, yeah, I think I was Krillin. Like I
Fuck, I
yeah,
die.
I was
God
yeah,
damn it.
I was
Yeah,
like
hey.
Destructo Disc. Like it's all I got.
Destructo Disc.
Yeah.
Hey, he killed me. Self-sacrifice, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Goku? Come on in here, kick this guy's
Yeah.
ass for me.
It's funny.
Come on.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play the? It makes you like you're talking about like Bradley. It just makes me think of like back when I first like started playing on like the huge computers that like fucking dip back, you know, like those old computers.
CRT monitors.
Yeah. I started playing on those. Stick on like it was like a
Stick
browser.
fight.
It wasn't
Stick
stick
fighter.
Fighter. It wasn't stick. I don't know. It's like Stickman, and he like you choose his actions, and then he would do it like it would play the scene on whatever action you did. But he
Sounds
was
like
like
something that'd be on like E-Bombs.
no, it was like
something.
Sounds like E-Bombs
summer
or
games
Stick
or
Death.
something or Stick
Dot
Death.
com.
I don't know. It was like and there was like multiple.
That was my shit.
There was
Or
like
Newgrounds.
multiple-
I fucking love
There was
Stick
multiple
Death.
of them too. Like 3, 2, and like it kept going. Every time there's a new one, you're like, fuck yeah!
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I feel like
You
I
like
know
be in a
some-
car
I feel
and,
like
like-
I might have seen it, but I got it, like I saw it so
Those
late.
either way, stick games, 100% throwback.
Yeah, fair enough.
You
Like I
get
can pull up
stuck.
Stick Death right now, and it's like, oh shit.
Stick Death was
That's me.
Yeah. Bishop ass. But it's just like Stick Death. That was fucking awesome. Newgrounds is cool, but I was like first like, oh, cartoon boobs, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is super naughty. I shouldn't like. Gotta make sure no one's looking.
What are you
And
talking about?
then it's like,
The site that I was on, I just remember like porn on the side like all the time. You're just
Yeah.
like, trying to play the
Yeah.
stick game. There's like a
well, it's like because it's like there's like
it'd
it'd be like Newgrounds.
Don't
the
look at
face
that.
of
Don't look
Newgrounds.
at that.
It's like
Don't look at that.
mature section or whatever,
Yeah.
adult section.
Yeah.
They went through a couple name changes, but it's like you click on that and it's just like boom. It's like, are you 18? It's like, yeah, instantly porn.
Yeah.
Just porn
Oh,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Porn.
The
It's just
internet.
like,
I'm
it's like,
weird.
but it's not like good porn. It's like Flash Games porn.
Dude, I
like,
remember my
shit like
buddy-
that. It's like as a kid, you're just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, no, I remember
boobs,
my
yeah.
buddy-
And
my
then you
buddy-
like go back and you're like.
Yeah.
It's literally just like boobs
Bubble.
bouncing up
Bubble.
and down on repeat.
Bubble.
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck?
I remember being a kid and we like that was the biggest thing is like playing on his computers because his dad was a pilot and so he had like the setup like I remember his desk being like those desks for pilots that like you practice simulating like
Yeah.
flying and shit like that. So there was that desk and then you had like 3 other computers around that for his like kids. But like his house was like the house to play computer games and so you go over there. And I remember one night I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get a little curious. I'm gonna go to that 18 section. Went to it. I got lost in the internet, just clicking.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Eventually.
Lost in the internet.
Either
My
way.
pants were off. I didn't know what was going on.
I was lost completely.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea where I was
He
at.
came out asking what I was doing.
Like, take me home, please. Like, I had no idea.
Dude, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It hurts so good.
It hurts so
I
good.
remember his mom, the next time I came over, it was like, you guys can't play on the computer past this time. And I was like, why? And then she was just like telling me. And then later my friend comes up to me and he's like, did you look at naughty stuff on my computer? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, my mom got really mad at me and I looked at my history. I was like, what's a history? And was explaining all this stuff to me. I was like, I had another friend at the time, and I was like, it was him. He was like, so it wasn't you? I was like, no, it was definitely him. And the whole time, and then I remember
that's because he went to sleep before all of us last time.
No, I remember telling him.
You stayed up
because
saying you were
I
gonna play
blamed
the
it on
computer.
him. I blamed it on him. I remember the next day, when the parents came, they went to a separate room, and you just hear them talking to them, talking to the guy. Yeah, talking to the guy, and sitting down to him and just telling him, shaking their head and being like that. And he's just like,
I didn't do anything.
yeah, I'm just over here. I'm
That kind of happened to me at my grandparents' house. But all right, my half brother Kyle. It was when he was living with us for 6 months, and we went to my grandparents' house to visit, and I do remember during the night we went to E-Bomb's World or Newgrounds, one or two.
Yeah.
And they were just playing a game, and it was basically the whole game is essentially at the end of it you're trying to get this fucking anime chick to fuck you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and you see boobs. I was like, oh yeah, I saw boobs. I was like, oh yeah, cool. And it was that was it though. Right? In the meantime of him playing this game, I was literally playing whatever fucking Godzilla game they had for the Super Nintendo. I used to fucking get down that game. It's actually not that fun, but whatever is Godzilla.
I used to get down that shit though.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of games. But and so it's oh, you see boobs. Oh hell yeah, nice.
You just
fuck
keep replaying
yeah,
that part.
boobs.
Keep
And then it's
replaying
all right, whatever. That was it. I thought. And then in the morning they're boys, we need to talk to you. I was like, oh fuck. So we're trying to figure out what's going on. Apparently, from there, he had gone to a bunch of hardcore porn. I'm guessing you start clicking on fucking side shit.
Yeah, you got lost in the internet.
Yeah,
That happens.
You don't click on side shit.
No, you click on side shit. If you're near the internet, you click on side shit.
Your grandma tried to get on the fucking. Not they didn't say fucking.
It was just
super
porn.
Christian. Yeah, trying to get porn. And there's a bunch of pop-ups. It's some girl getting fucked in the ass with a fucking
pop-ups
broom
were a
handle
thing of the internet
and shit. And it was all this shit. I'm for me, I actually had no idea. I was I didn't know. I for real didn't see any of this. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I told my mom, I was well, we went on AdultSwim.com and then Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And the mom's it was probably because he was very his mom raised him and she didn't really raise him. It was a very loose.
Yeah.
You just
do what you want, just don't die.
Just do what you want. Just don't piss me off.
Don't make me look bad.
Don't make me exactly kind of thing. Yeah, and it was very obvious when he came and lived with us when he was just spoiled as fuck.
Yeah.
But Kyle, if you watch this, you were spoiled as fuck. But
No.
but yeah, I mean
You're
he's
spoiled.
got to know.
You
He's got a
can't,
kid now.
you can't be that kind of
He's gotta
person. You're
get-
I
he's gotta
had
know.
a good childhood.
Right. But yeah, and it was just the whole thing. It was just
Jared.
I literally they were was it you guys? And I was no, it wasn't me. I didn't see any of that stuff. I honestly have no idea. I can imagine what happened, but
See, I got off the hook on a lot because my childhood was the AOL era. And,
yeah.
My grandma had AOL.
And
For
I got off a
Burger
lot.
King getting those free trial things.
Well,
where
yeah.
So many hours of internet for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 6 of these.
Well,
Yeah.
my mother and my stepdad, my stepdad's email was always filled with porn that his friends and coworkers would send him. And I wouldn't look
They
at
were
that
gifts,
shit,
too. They weren't porn, they
but
were gifts.
he'd get himself and he'd get lost in the internet and get a bunch of pop-ups and shit.
Of course.
And so every time that something weird would happen with the computer because of me, he'd be in the other room and and she'd be like, I don't have this guy here, and then I would just walk over to him and just
You just give it a look
I'm like, are you looking at? I was like, did your buddy send you some naked woman in your email? And he'd be like, yeah.
Back when MySpace was a thing too.
He's like, I just
That was
opened that.
before MySpace.
Oh yeah, MySpace
AOL?
wasn't even a
AOL
twinkle in his daddy's
AOL was
eye.
right around MySpace.
This is not right.
AOL didn't come out MySpace didn't come out till 2004.
Are we talking beginning startup AOL?
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
1997.
Talking about going to Burger King.
I'm talking about you've got mail.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I had
I had to wake up and put pillows around the tower of the case to try not wake up my parents so I could play Mech Warrior 3 because it was in the like living room area. And and you're tying up the phone line, so I was like, I'm just gonna get up super early.
Yeah, you're like, no, we know it's because that's the whole thing. It's like this, like I gotta use the phone. Get off. It's like, come on.
Yeah. And I played online games back when lag shooting was a thing. Do you know what that is? Lag shooting?
You like?
No, lag shooting was the latency was so bad with
You
all
had to
games.
play around lag.
No, you had to. So okay. Sorry to grab your drink.
You had to predict where they were gonna be.
So this can is I played Mech Warrior 3, which is a huge robot shooting game.
Yeah, I know it is.
So this guy's mech on my screen. He's running this way.
So you have to predict where he is.
I'd shoot over
You
here.
predict where he is.
Yeah. And then if it took damage, I'm like, okay, with that much lag, I always have to shoot about that far away from him, depending on his speed to hit him.
Right.
And that was a skill within itself.
Right. Yeah.
So
But like,
but in today's gaming, that's not a thing. If somebody's lagging, they're just warping. They're not going to be.
Yeah.
You're not going to lead them.
Yeah.
But the net code for that game was so far
for a
behind.
week, not taking out the trash. 2 days.
No, but I was gonna say
with
with porn back in my day, like it was literally like, and I was pretty brave. Like we're talking, mom's on the deck smoking, dad's at work, 11:30 in the morning, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm over 18.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and porn then.
I love that's the security.
Yeah.
The security is one page.
Yeah.
Of like, are you over 18? Just say yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Well, and the thing that pisses me off is those websites had to choose the year you were born.
Yeah.
And in 1997, it was just like half a scroll. That's 80.
Yeah, 80,
now
that
in
works.
legit websites, what was your birthday? Fucking mouse wheel forever. It's like, God, that's
I just
depressing.
scroll up and I'm like, I was born in 1900, bitch.
Yeah.
Bring it.
118-year-olds.
The fact that it goes down to like 1700.
That's just
like,
lazy
down
programming.
They're like maybe, just maybe.
They should.
I hate Arthur.
Yeah, they should reply with "Sure you are."
I let you in anyway.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
We're not gonna stop you either way.
Yeah,
Program
but
that
it's-
shit in.
But yeah, back then it was like
you put it like okay, so now it's fucking whatever. It's like 10 years. You put 10 years ago. Dad. I was born in that's even
10 years is it?
I was gonna say it's like so. You're like, all right, I was born in. Say you're like, I was born in 2008. Like, is your mom away? Like, is your mom by the computer? It's like, no. It's like, all right, come on in. It's like, you don't even give a shit. They're just like,
no one's been arrested for this ever. Come on in.
No one's ever been arrested for this. So,
Well, the thing was, I guess the point I was trying to make is like back then it was like it wouldn't even be videos. It would just be like some busty chick like wearing like overalls, and that's it. And then it would just be like, you want to see me undressed? And it's like, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. And then you'd load it. It wouldn't even matter if they're naked. The image would just start loading. And you're like, I don't know what I'm about to see. Oh, still closed. Next. Say, oh, that's not enough.
No, it wasn't like that. You saw bar.
So bad.
You saw bar for bar for bar.
It's like, oh, shit, no.
Yeah. That was porn.
And you
that's why Playboy magazines.
As a little kid, you're sitting there fucking fat. You're done by the time it gets like halfway through the page. You're like, I don't care.
That's why Playboys were still sought after. It's like, dude, you just flip the page. It's right there. Like, you don't have to fucking wait.
What do you mean?
Dude, stop being lazy. Get a goddamn magazine. And now it's like, why are you in a magazine? Stop being lazy.
Caveman?
Like I seriously
Get out of the cave.
at work. There's like old dudes where I'll just see like hundreds of dollars of porn ordered. It's like, dude, do you know about Pornhub?
Yeah. It's free.
Oh,
like, you're trying to get your old fossilized rocks off. You could just be like,
have you ever thought about mobily?
Yeah.
Looking at stuff? Because mobile porn is taking.
Just call him up, hey man.
Yeah, I saw you at work. I couldn't say
anything
anything at work.
I've spent $500 on porn this last month. Send me $100. I'll tell you to get free porn for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I literally, ironically, said that
hack for you.
when I worked in the call center. I was like, so I see you don't have internet, but I was looking at all your last bill, and the one-time I didn't even get context. I'm like, the one-time charges you have.
They encourage that.
And I was like,
they actually encourage.
You'd actually save a lot of money if you get the internet.
Yeah, no, they encourage.
And he was like, he just laughed.
Transition.
He's like, I don't even have a computer, but that's hilarious that you'd say that.
It's like,
and I'm like
he doesn't know.
tell you, though.
Like he doesn't know.
got a mobile phone?
So what are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing wrong as a person?
Get
though? You're
unlimited data.
I
what
do
about
have
a smart
something.
TV? You got a
Yeah.
smart TV?
Yeah.
Does your,
anything.
There's all kinds of shit.
does your
you can
neighbor
do.
have Wi-Fi that's unlocked? Like,
Yeah.
find a way to save yourself.
Bro, I'm just trying to save you a lot of money.
It's not even the good shit. Like,
Yeah.
this is where all the porn stars go that can't
It's
make
okay
it
if it's
on
lagging.
porn.
Just go. We're doing more for the VOD. The
Yeah,
VOD will be
yeah.
on our YouTube page, which you can
Subscribe to at youtube.com/helpuspodcast. By the way, we're
Yeah,
going to do that
the-
selfish promote halfway through. Make sure you
Your
like
bar
and
screen.
subscribe, join the page, put
Yeah,
that little
it's at 0
notification
right
button
now.
on, by the way, for everybody that is watching on this
Yeah.
VOD.
For the VOD.
For the VOD.
not
But
the stream.
their issue is not based on their setup or any of their settings. It's literally their cable. So
Yeah, and see, we got a guy. Everybody, I mean, Justin was like, yeah, I worked at Cox, and he can say some shit. But now we got another guy that works at Cox that hooks stuff up, just also
Yeah.
confirming we're not bullshitting.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
like,
I have fixed appointments like this occasionally. It's a thing.
that's why I honestly really.
I told my girlfriend, like, I'll probably be home by 10, and I text her at 9:30, like, no fucking way I'm going to be home by
Yeah,
10.
now, you're like, yeah, this probably should be the 3-hour one. It's like, well, you know, we'll see how long. That was the whole thing of the first one. I was like, yeah, I really don't give a shit if people don't watch the whole thing. That's up to them. One, the quality was shitty. I understand it's really hard to, like, go through, like, and then it was like,
I'm really curious
that
how
was
this
my-
one's going to sound now that
It
we've got
it should sound way better just because one, the mics, and two, I had my sound gate because he's usually like blasting the TV when I'd be streaming. So I had my sound gate very fucking precise of like, I would have to talk loud into my mic to just even kick it on. And so the fact that we had the mic up here and everything, and I didn't fuck with the sound gate at all, and I just forgot about it, and I listened to it and I was like, yeah, I know what it is. Fuck.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I opened it up a lot more. So it should be a lot better, just all around.
should be.
Where's your bathroom at?
Right
Is that where
on
you
the
just
right.
came from?
Yeah, the one that's cracked open.
Yeah. Cracking open. Speaking of which.
Speaking of cracking open.
Code one. Oh shit.
Damn it, I was gonna do that. It's my turn though. Fuck, come on.
You guys, by the way, just so you know. Oh, I just teleported to Canada, by the way. This is me in
My
Canada.
shirt only has 2 buttons, so yeah.
Yeah.
Choloing it out right now.
Cholo.
Does it really only have 2?
Yeah. One,
I saw you did the button up, so I was gonna go for the button up.
yeah, well, I was doing Hawaiian because I was like, oh, my day off, it's like I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
And
Works.
then I also remembered when I put it on because it's pretty obvious when you can't button up your fucking shirt because there's only 2 buttons. So I was like, okay.
It works.
Shirts off, boys. That's against TOS, bro. Can't do it. Can't have guns on stream.
But make sure you go and like and subscribe to our YouTube
Now
page.
it's starting. We have no fucking idea how long this thing is. Because it's already started once before.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you actually at all.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but
The duration says an hour.
But we restarted once since then.
this duration says a minute.
Now,
50
but it just said an hour before we started.
And
Yeah,
it restarted once before
already.
that.
So
Yeah.
we're probably at 2 hours.
You're like, take it over the good mic.
Yeah.
that was a joke.
You need fucking Brandon in here just giving us them hot topics.
Hot topics. I'm not falling off topics. I still got topics.
You still got topics? Well, why don't you
Still
say
got
the topics?
I wouldn't call
So-
it on the board and shit's hot topics.
Let's talk about if we're
We
gonna
gotta-
take a dive off everything.
Yeah, taking a dive.
We're restarting. This was just one of the topics. It has nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far, but it's a nice little.
That's why it's a new topic.
It's just a new topic. But I was watching internet like I do usually, and
Getting lost on the internet.
there's an internet.
Make sure you guys
Lost
follow
in
the
the
channel if
internet.
you
Came
haven't
upon
already.
Jaden Smith, and he was talking about how the school systems and prison systems are so alike, right? So like when you think of a school, you know that you like go to a classroom. I wouldn't say like even some elementaries, like you go to you have music, you go to music, and the teacher escorts you. You get in a line, so forth like that. And there's a major correlation when it comes to like prisons and how they are ran, and also like schools in general and how they are ran. So like schools being the fact that like you have an authority when you go to that school. No longer is your parent an authority to you. It's a teacher or so forth onto that. And then when you're in a prison, it's no longer yourself an authority or anything like that, or like police to stop you from doing so. You literally have people telling you what you're able to do. You're able to go outside when a bell rings. You're able to come inside when a bell rings. You're able to eat when a bell rings. You have to stop eating when a bell rings. Like there's major correlation to that, and
Not to blow your fucking.
I don't think it's. Oh, dude, no, please do, because we were talking about it earlier, and it's just
we were having that Subway hot dog sandwich,
right,
hot dog.
No, yeah,
bread.
please, blow my mind on that.
Yeah, that is the same concept persists with employment.
Employment?
You don't answer to your parent,
Right.
you answer to your boss. You can only go to lunch when they say you can
Right,
go to
right,
lunch,
right.
theoretically.
So
you have to be back by a certain point.
Right. So what is the correlation as far, like, what came first? You know, what came first to start this correlation of a system to be like,
Well,
this is how this goes good. This is how we should run things. Because it's not everywhere runs like this. Like obviously, like labor laws are completely different everywhere else. Prison systems are completely different everywhere else. There's prison systems that like you have a better life actually being in prison than you do outside of the life for some convicts and convicted felons.
Oh yeah,
and
you
stuff
get.
like
I
that.
mean, minus the rape.
Right. Well, my thing
It's
was
a big deal.
well, not even like I wouldn't associate
You don't think it's a
rape.
big deal?
I wouldn't.
I mean, I'd say it
I
depends
wouldn't
what prison
associate
you're
rape
in.
with every prison like being.
I would.
With
I
some
would.
sectors of the prison, some sectors. Like so, you obviously have your bad sectors. Like every prison's gonna have bad, like
Right.
way worse people in those sectors that are actually
I don't know.
crazy.
I was gonna say maybe not like the minimum security prison where they just have like your super rich folk that are like, oh, I went to prison, but I was playing tennis the whole time. But at the same time, they might just be like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you. You know?
Right.
Like,
Everybody
like-
gets desperate. Everybody gets desperate.
They-
Eventually, I mean, you think about as a dude how often you think about sex. Even if you're straight, if you're in prison for the rest of
you
your
just go
life,
with it.
eventually someone's gonna be like, "Yeah, it'd be nice to put my dick in something."
Right.
Because
But
most guys are gonna be like, "Not me."
What correlation? What came first to where this system was okay in America to be a thing? Because I would definitely say it's mostly in America where that is a more or less like system that we all oblige by and just go with.
Well, it's kind of a hard comparison because one-room schoolhouses existed before we had the public
But
school
it wasn't.
system.
Schoolhouses existed, but schoolhouses were literally almost like church, like where you'd
Yeah.
you'd sit down, you'd listen to what the teacher had to say, and because of what the teacher said, you just automatically kind of like, this is right, I got to remember this, and then you went on with your life.
I mean,
There
I'd
was
say
no. I wouldn't
Schoolhouse Rock.
say. Yeah.
I'd say it was about the same time, probably because
Probably. Well, that's why I told him earlier. I was like,
school
There has to be a
systems
time.
created that same.
I think schools went first because I think it's the fact that when you go to prison, you've lost your right to be an adult. You've lost your right to choose and everything. And they're like, this is the only way we know how to deal with you is that you now are treated like a child in the sense that you can only do stuff when we say you can
farted.
move when
You
we tell you
farted.
to. Yeah.
Shit.
No.
Okay.
But and it was like, like that's it. It was like you can just fucking you have to listen to us and you can only do shit when we fucking tell you can't.
Yeah.
As if
But
you're a child.
have you like I was saying though, like is it your right as an adult? Because there are people that have gone to prison, obviously for I wouldn't say less than like punishable things, but there are definitely more punishable things to go to prison for rather than there. I wouldn't say rather than there are, but like there are definitely things that you can go to prison for that are just like really like you're going to prison because you drove on your suspended license 6 times in a row. Like I understand, like why are you driving on a like what have you done to like drive on a suspended license so many times and stuff like that? But like at the same time, like do you need to go to prison? Like do you need to lock this person up because they just don't know how to drive, or do you just really just don't let them fucking drive? Like you just take away their privilege to drive the rest of their life.
If they are an adult and they live their own life, the only thing that structure can do is confine them, and they have to take something
Make them
from
think,
them.
maybe
They
Make
can't
them
take away
think.
their wages because then they couldn't live. So all they can do is take away their freedom
Right.
for a brief period of time until they come back out.
But their freedom, yeah. Which is your freedom like describe you as an adult? Because it's not them. So I wouldn't say.
I
I wouldn't say.
consider mine
I
does,
wouldn't
yeah.
say like he was saying. Like we're taking away your right to be an adult. We're taking away your freedom to be open and invested. So definitely not adult.
We're
but just
taking
freedom.
away I mean, they're taking away your way of life.
Right.
You no longer get to make any decisions until you pay the time.
Yeah. Right.
You've been committed to take.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's time in your life you're not going to get back because you chose to not obey the laws that everyone else has to obey.
Right.
I think.
And to do that though, they looked at schools and were like, this system works when it comes to taking away life.
Yeah, but
we're actually so in correlation to what you're saying then in terms when it comes to kids, we're taking away their life.
And the one thing though that I think separate
education.
is with prisons, general population, like low security, whatever the case may be. Prisons are set up that way to protect the guards.
Right.
Schools are set up that way to protect the kids.
The kids, as in like from
wandering off, and I mean, one teacher for,
I don't know about you.
for
I was
20
a wanderer.
kids.
I wondered.
Yeah, but
Anything I could do to get out of class, lie, do anything, I was out of that bitch.
But I'm talking about like elementary school.
Yeah, I was out of that bitch.
No.
Yeah,
No. But it's with me. It was just the school I went to. You know that you don't want to disappoint your parents because they take away your shit.
Right.
You piss off the teacher, they'll tell your parents, then you're out of your shit. So it was just a way of getting through the system.
Yeah, I can see that thing. It's
I
just
mean,
weird. It's weird how it does have such correlation.
Yeah,
It's
I look at K through 12 as a glorified babysitting process. That's all it is. I mean, my parents could have taught me anything.
That's gotta be a challenge.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people all the time, like how I act now is just like, holy shit! Like I can only imagine how I was.
Yeah.
That has to be some shit. That's some.
Yeah, so
shit.
that's the only thing. It's like people are like, well, I graduated, high school, and it's just like, I mean, it's literally a participation thing. Either you want to or you don't. It's
I agree.
It's not difficult.
High school definitely is a participation thing. Flowbots.
That's why people that
Why did he say
leave public
Flowbots?
schools and go do those programs where you can just take it all online and get done in like 3 days.
Yeah.
That's the theme song for the podcast.
The whistle.
Yeah.
The whistle.
Oh, I'm out.
I'm down.
Lols.
Welcome back.
Started again.
Yeah.
At least the VOD will be good. The VOD will be good. Thank God you thought about.
What are
that
you
first
recording
time.
it with?
OBS. You can record it and stream it. At the
Oh,
same
that's
time.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like recording it's just on the computer.
Yeah.
Like it'll record no matter what, and the other one has to deal with your
Well,
internet.
don't run out of hard drive space.
Oh, we won't. Yeah.
It doesn't really take up that
Am
much.
I in the camera or is it blocking me?
No, you're in the camera.
You're in your own
Okay.
camera, man.
I know, but I didn't know if this fucking
Oh
thing
yeah, no,
was like.
you should be good.
It's like, oh yeah, this is perfect angle right here.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of
Totally getting picked up.
It's definitely real dark. You got like
Yeah,
the
it's
dark
definitely
side of your
dark,
face.
yeah.
And the
I
light
try
side
and
of
have an
your face.
ominous character when I
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
I'm kind of serious.
I'm real
Real
50-50.
Yeah.
You could make that a theme like our guest in the dark this week.
60 minutes on the Flowbots. Honestly, I know that they're old now. They are old. They came to Wichita that one time and played at Barleycorn.
Yeah. Pretty good actually.
Yeah. That's all I got. That's your 60 minutes on Flowbots.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Flowbots are good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
As far as that, how long have we been going? I don't know.
Who
like,
fucking knows?
did
We
you see
started
when
like
we
4 or 5
started?
times.
Hmm?
You know what time it was when we started?
It's probably been like 2 hours.
2 hours. We started around 8. Didn't we aim for 8?
We aimed for 8. It was probably 8:30.
Yeah, we aimed
Hour and
for
a
that.
half. Maybe close to 2 hours.
It's definitely good.
Longer than most podcasts by a long shot.
Oh, I don't
Is
know
it?
about that.
I mean, all the ones I watched.
Joe is like around 3 or 2.
Yeah, I was like watching a lot of Joe Rogan. I watched the whatever Critical's one's called. The
Yeah, critical.
I don't know.
Critical Role.
Yeah, no, that's
I watched
the-
Critical Role too.
That's
I actually
long.
need to catch up
That's
though. I've been
long.
watching. Thank God they made those new recap. It's like 15 minutes of like a chick just like telling you everything that happened. And I'm like, thank God, because like I got so behind this new season
Yeah.
because I was like, yeah, I'll catch up. Now I'll catch up. Okay. Now all of a sudden I'm fucking 9 hours into catch up.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, that's too much.
I know you guys talked about that last week with the voice actors doing a phenomenal job.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Every time I make a character, I'm like, all right, this week I'm gonna do a voice, and then it's like,
Do you not do a voice?
no, I can't. Like in my mind, it's like I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this guy, and then as soon as I start
Dude,
talking,
you gotta
I'm like,
do a voice.
I just can't. I'm not a good voice actor at all.
It doesn't matter.
Unless there's like promo guy. Like if there was a D&D character that did radio ads,
You can be.
That's you then.
Yeah.
That can
Do
be a
it.
thing.
yeah, that'd be
My first guy that I fell in love with,
A guy like Soup.
fucking this guy right fucking here. I didn't paint him because like fuck that. New ball, because he was like, all right, he gave me. It was based. It's like in Roman times, and he told me,
Bring him home.
"Oh, you're yeah,
'cause you have to go to
'cause we gotta go
Devon's.
there. Yeah, I gotta go there on Sunday." But he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought he was a paladin. That's
oh
weird.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
Two
I was
daggers
like,
and a cake.
First big guy I made. It's like I fucking gave him a voice and everything. I literally picked his race because I was going through the book. It's like, what am I gonna make? What am I gonna make? It was like dark elf. Parentheses, draw. And then I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, yeah, draw is like a derogatory term for him. I was like,
Drow.
drow, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you fucking yeah, drow? You're right though. All right.
Tyler always played drows.
No, yeah. He always played drow.
Always played
That's
drows
what I'm
for
talking
the
about.
most part.
I was like, drow is a derogatory term toward dark elves.
Yeah.
I was like, they're black people. That's the N-word for them. So I was like, I'm gonna play a dark elf, and so my character is like essentially what I wanted was to make him Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder, and like that's him. And I love him. So I was like, yeah, man. Oh, what you gonna go do over here, man? Nah, fuck that, nah, we ain't going over there. I ain't gonna do it. And it was like
fucking just insensitive. And
yeah, and they'd be like, okay, it's like, hey, drow, come over. Whoa. That's all word. I was like, yeah. Like I said that in my campaign, and it was so fucking funny with 2 other fucking black people there, and they were like, as soon as I had the voice, they just started busting up like, holy shit, that's so funny. Oh my, like I can't believe you did that. I was like, well, they're clearly black people. Like not only are they dark elves, but they have a fucking in the name of it. They have their fucking slur, which is kind of weird. And so like immediately I was like, that's what I'm gonna be right there. And I'm just gonna play to it like hardcore, like as much as I can, you know. And it was so funny because like everyone else wasn't even doing voices, and I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this thing over, you know. And they're like,
what'd you do when you got in like a fight? Like, oh shit!
Yeah, I was like,
oh shit!
Because most times I'd be pretty reckless at the beginning of it all, so I was like, pick me up, and I would just like jump in and like fight, and I was so good. I remember this level 2, level 2. I had 24 health. It was level 3. That seems kind of high for a rogue level 2.
Yeah, you'd be
probably about level 3. It was kind of high.
Well, I think hit die is based off race.
It's 8. It's an 8. Yeah.
It's a
No,
D8.
it's based off your class.
A class, so it's.
But it's an 8 die. But anyway.
10 plus that plus.
No, actually, it was level 2
con.
because it's 10 plus 8 plus another.
Con
8.
modifier.
Yeah. So it was level 2. 24 health. And I've already been reckless and gotten out pretty scotch-free to where I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. I fucking jump into this group of 4 goblins. I'm like, ugh! Don't kill any of them. I hit them, but like don't do a lot of damage. Don't kill any of them. And all 4 goblins surround me, and they all hit me with their short swords, which are D6, and they all high roll 6s, which is exactly 24
So
health.
it knocked you out.
Knocked me out of me. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how the fuck have I fought this, and I fight these little shits, and they fucking one-shot me. This is bullshit. So like that became my casual, like, pick me up. I like jump in there. I don't know why I did this because I definitely have 2 fucking swords. Or whatever. It's like, pick me up.
2 daggers.
Yeah, 2
daggers.
daggers.
Like you're just holding them like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
No, when I did a campaign with Zach and Tyler and Skylar, and I was pretty new to D&D, but they had a few epic, like they'd always tell me about these epic campaigns they ran with these like crazy characters. And I'm like, well, I want to do one of those. Like I want to just really get the spell book out and like grab these like level 6, level 8 spells. Yeah. And just, make the world.
And then you started out at level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they like, so what we did is we made like, I think it was like level 15 to start characters.
Yeah.
And then we got up to 20, and we were pretty much like, we ran the show until we ran into like some bigwig in a city or something. We had a lot of fun for like a month. Zach did a great job with the story. It was awesome, lots of fun. And we're like, all right, this is getting a little too out of control, because now it's like you're getting invaded with an army. It's like, I do earthquake and I make mountains, and everyone's, because I was a war mage. And I'm like, oh, well, let's just make her like the kids of the characters. We can keep playing, but they'll be low level, and we can kind of keep the lore going. And it's like, all right, cool. So I spent like 5 hours making this character. Like he was
backstory.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, we're invested. Like this guy's gonna be the shit. Like first battle at like level 1s, I run into a kobold. He runs natural 20, natural 20, natural 20. I get beheaded by a fucking kobold with like a stick.
Yeah.
And in like 10 minutes, I'm dead. And there's nothing. We follow that rule of the T. If you get one shot, you're
except
fucking
for the
dead.
fact that your character was already alive later.
Yeah.
At level 15.
Well, the father of said character this was his kid, like doing his own thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they all had their characters. I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. So I had to like quickly make a new character that I had no emotional
backstory.
investment.
Yeah. That's why I like this guy, because I actually made a backstory for him, and then they're like, "Hey, you want to jump into this new campaign with us?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I didn't put any fucking. I was just like, "Yeah." Fucking Fortnite had just come out with their fucking Keanu Reeves skin.
Oh yeah, the John Wick.
The John Wick movie just came out, and I just saw it. I was real big into John Wick at the fucking moment. I was like, I'm gonna make Keanu Reeves, but it's gonna be actor Keanu Reeves transitioning into being actually John Wick. So he's like a bard as an actor, all this shit. It was not fun at all because
being a bard is typically a very supportive role.
Right, and like we had played this other bullshit, like it was supposed to be a one-shot campaign that lasted for like 2 months, and I fucking hated every moment of it, basically, because I was like, yeah, you don't want to be a samurai, that's a new class they came out with. Fuck yeah. They suck. Samurai suck dick. They got one combat thing that you get to level 3, and after that it's all fucking like, well, you get advantage on these certain rolls. I'm like, who fucking wants that? Nobody wants that. Get that shit out of here.
Right.
Fuck this. So I'm like, nah, fuck this guy. Although I did kill everybody in the party on the last day. We're like, this is clearly the last day. We ended the campaign. This is it. I was like, let's fucking fight. I was
Yeah,
like, all
you
right.
always end it that way.
And I had one of the lightsabers, the sun blades or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm like, all right, let's go, bitch. And it was like, I'm still a fighter. So I get like 5 attacks.
Yeah.
And then the samurai thing is you get like so much bonus HP plus you get advantage on all your attack rolls for one turn.
So
it's
you get, like-
essentially when I first fucking attack, like if I'm like all right, here goes, bam, and I pop my thing, it's like I get like 10 rolls and like fuck with me.
So they made it like a barbarian, but just called it a samurai. 'Cause
Well, it was
you
a
can-
fighter.
You can rage and get an HP buff. And
Yeah,
then you get
kind of.
advantages.
It was like
in
a
certain
fighter
ways.
with a little bit of an HP buff.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then like that was it though. So it was like if I killed you, like I would more than likely kill you in that one turn. And if I didn't, I was probably fucked. Maybe not. So I killed everybody in the party except for one guy who was my buddy. And I was like, well, if we take a long rest first, we'll do this tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, bet. So I just come back. It's like, and it was basically like whoever rolls higher initiative would have won, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I won. So I was like, fuck you. And I was like, oh, this guy that I fucking hated this whole time just killed everybody. You know, fuck off. But we, this guy that was DMing that told me that, oh, dude, I got this campaign where I'm playing this bard. He's a human variant, so he's got the crossbow expert, which means I can shoot twice in one turn to level 1. Broken. I fucking followed his bullshit. It's not broken. It's not broken to fight twice at level 1.
Dude, you weren't here for the beginning part. We've started with D&D. We started with D&D.
Yeah, I did start with D&D, to be fair, for a very brief time.
Bro, I'm legit scared. Been trying to log into my PS4, but it keeps saying, yeah, you almost had me. You almost had me.
That was good.
I read before I talk.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. What I would advise is go back. When we're going to upload this, go back 15, 20 minutes, and we talked all about that. Talked all about being lost in the internet.
Why? I love how the person that also wrote that, their name is Doink Mang.
Yeah.
I would probably say to withdraw
could
said
be-
item from the PlayStation.
Oh,
It
yeah,
says,
do that. Yeah.
You know, you say doink man, it could be doing K man.
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
definitely
I'm
doing
doing
K.
K.
He's,
well,
he's
apparently it's
doing
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 K.
PS4 at
Yeah.
that point.
That's what happens when you
That's
play
fair.
PS4.
You just want to fuck it.
You guys,
Fucking all the time.
you guys know you love the constant Titanic shift of topics.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
what are you gonna do?
Our
That's us.
segues, we
That's
had
us.
good segues,
That's
we
why
had
you-
bad segues.
It's called Help Us Podcast.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
was called
professional.
criticizing and help us.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And subscribe, please.
And subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
It's Help Us Podcast.
Yes.
Follow this channel too.
Help
if you
us
wanna-
financially while we try and figure this shit out.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Donate to the stream.
This
watch the
stream
video.
sounds so much better than the last one and probably the next one. Yeah, like
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll
if,
see.
maybe if you do this long enough, one of those like donates 100K to a random streamer. will
Yeah,
come
Mr.
out.
Beast.
Mr. Beast.
somebody get
comes in.
Mr. Beast in here.
Yeah.
Not even 30K. 10K.
3K.
3K.
Yeah.
I'm going down.
$20,
I'll take
please.
20 bucks.
Yeah.
20 bucks in this one.
Watch like Mr.
Can you
Beast
believe
donates
he
$5.
does that? He gives
Oh,
the man lives off getting apps to just be like, the man's a sellout. He lives his life on being a sellout and be like, I will do some stupid shit if you guys give me the money. And they're like, how
Soda
stupid?
Pop into that.
How, oh, sellout Sundays. Sellout Sundays.
No,
is
like
literally-
him getting bigger was all him doing that. It was
Selling
like,
out?
Yeah, he was just
Soda
like,
Poppin'?
it was like, yeah,
Soda
it's like,
Poppin' had such a big stream during the
no, he will straight say that. He'll be like, me when I, he's like, he talked about it.
He
you know, he was like, you can't get big the way I got big because I got big because they'd be like, oh, somebody donated $20
definitely
and
feel
said,
like-
hey, or they said, hey, I'll donate $20 if you dance for me. He's like, all right. Say donate
Okay,
$20.
when it
He's like,
comes to-
yeah. Oh,
No,
donate
okay,
$20
so when
to
it
take
comes
his
to
shirt
that-
off.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When it comes
And
to
like
that
he
kind of
just
stuff,
he's
100%.
He's sold out in the sense that it was
Of
like
doing that
he was
stuff,
like, I will
yeah.
do whatever.
I was
you
about to
want,
say, if
as
there's
long as you
anybody
give
that
me
sold
money.
out from like
That's
a WoW
selling out.
streamer, Swifty sold out, and that's why he failed terribly.
Okay, but that's but
Swifty was like, oh, look at all this shit Razor's got me. Razor's got me this. Razor's got me this. Razor's got me this big ass mansion. And all the people are like, we really don't care. You're actually pretty bad at the game too, by the way.
that was probably more of it. If he was like the best guy,
Yeah, 100%.
like if Ninja's like, dude,
oh yeah, Ninja
and he does.
Ninja says shit right now.
He'll
People
have
like,
the stream like
he'll be sold out the
it's
next, like,
obvious
20
though.
minutes.
It's obvious though because he's like, I mean, he'll straight say that like, yeah, like whatever they bought.
guy is so big.
It's an ad, but it's
He
like,
played
oh,
Halo
I just got
3.
a brand new keyboard, Logitech, blah 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 blah.
Halo 2 too. But
It's fucking amazing. I love this thing. And the next day he's playing back on his old keyboard because they didn't buy.
I can actually say I've been a fan of
another day.
Ninja.
You know, like,
I've been a fan
yeah,
of
so
Ninja.
it's like-
I've been a fan of Ninja back before he was famous. I can literally say that. I can go to his sub thing and like say sub history or whatever. I've subbed to him since I was in sophomore or junior year.
He's been
high
streaming
school.
that long?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he used to play
He was a
Halo.
Halo pro.
Yeah, he was a Halo pro before all that. So
That's
and
we were talking about that last
and he
time.
played
Actually.
other games.
I don't even
He
think
played
about
variety.
this
He played
because
variety.
like now it's just like Ninja, Fortnite. Even before that, it was like Ninja BR stuff. He was a Halo pro. He was on controller, right? And he transitioned because you're talking about Shroud. Shroud's
Right.
like always played PC games.
And he's a master.
But
He's
he's
a master
like
of
he'll just
PC
pick
aiming.
up a game, and he as long as it's a shooting game, he's just like insanely good for just starting
Yeah.
out, right? Like what the fuck? How are you this good?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. His flicks and all that shit are nasty. And like Ninja's really good at these games, but he was a controller guy for so long that it's like, whoa.
Practice, lots and lots.
A lot of
and
practice,
lots
but it
and
just
Well, yeah,
seemed
it's not even that, like-
that was my big thing was that like I was a big like
They've had that
I
much
refused to
time
go to
now.
PC for a really long time because I was like no console no like over that I was like no Nintendo and they came out with the Wii and I got the Wii and I was like I like some of the games on the Wii but it was like all right man like this is not what I think of when I think of like I want to play video games.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like work up a sweat and shit. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like I'm trying to fucking play video games. So I got an Xbox 360, and like eventually I got like a PlayStation 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it was like, all right, whatever. This is what I'm gonna play now. Consoles, and they're like, oh, you should really get like computer because computer. I'm like, no, fuck you. And it was literally League, like going over and watching like you and Zach and fucking Sky play League. And I was like, this looks pretty cool. Let me play it. Garbage at it. But for whatever reason, I'm like, garbage at it. I'm garbage game. Not playing it again. And like 2-3 months later, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try that League game again. And then like, from then it just became a grind of like playing the game, getting used to it,
Yeah.
learning the items, learning the champions, you know, all that shit.
Lots
and
of
and then it
shit, though.
became like 7 years later.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what? All I played was League essentially, League, and then like occasionally, like Skyrim, something like that. You know, it was like the big ones. They're like you can't miss this one.
Yeah.
Skyrim, Fallout.
Yeah.
I love Skyrim, but I hate the lore. Like that's the only thing that hurts me. It's like I don't like you're a bipedal lizard that's just staring at me. Like,
Yeah.
Talking like just some of this just irks me.
Hey, what are you doing in these parts of the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's
Slip,
pretty cool.
slip.
Yeah. Have you? No, he doesn't move his. Have you heard of the things that have been going on in this town? Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Me too. Yep.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah. Are you ready to buy some shit from me? No? Why are you here? Get out of my town!
Get your hands off that.
Yeah.
Off topic, but what Royal Pie Maker put in chat actually could be easily like somebody's like young adult road life. Like I played Assassin's Creed, then got into other video game movies, and then I picked up porn, then I went to jail, and then I started playing D&D.
We're actually on to a very good
I just
roadmap
read that,
for
and I'm like,
this
you know,
life.
that's actually like a followable like
That's not
young
even-
adult life. Yeah.
That's not even the podcast. That's just somebody out there has that life. Like, yeah, you know. And then I got into this. And
Somebody
porn,
give
I
you a
went to
chat like, dude,
jail.
this guy writing a biography about me? Like,
Yeah.
autobiography?
Damn.
How do they know me
Yeah.
so well?
Holy shit.
This is crazy.
Dude, that's what this podcast is about. That's so relatable. Like,
Yeah.
That's so relatable.
Follow me.
Prime
Sub.
sub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Donate. I'll get Mr. Beast. I'll get him in here.
Or they're just like, yeah, I'll give Mr. B. They start going around their house like looking for cameras.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's in this?
How long have they been here?
It should be called Frank's podcast. It's all about-
Yeah. It's all about my life.
Oh, that'd be good.
Also, do you guys know the Doink Man guy?
No, we have
No idea.
No, like
Just probably a random.
who comes into random streams using the Dixie wrecked like meme? Like,
That guy.
Because my dick might be alright.
Who else? Oh, my fucking shit reloaded before that.
Yeah.
There was another guy before that also came in. You know,
He didn't even stick around to see if it got us.
you get him. Yeah, he just like came in like, hey. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
See what happens.
That's how like when we were doing the D&D thing in that like back room that was like Sky's play area with all the toys
Yeah.
and blankets and shit. Yeah,
And
people were
all of a
just
sudden
coming in
there's
like
150 people watching.
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, it was on, somebody posted on Reddit, and there's like 150 people just beaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was just like, do you guys like play with those after, or like, cool? Does your mom let you guys stay up late? Like, it was just a bunch of
yeah,
stupid
but it's
jokes.
just like, all right.
And like the people that did like it, like when I made it fancier and you got like a webcam that was hanging off the ceiling, looking at the table.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, just keep it grungy, man. Like, and Zach still says that to this day because that dude said it one time we died.
Yeah.
Because then it was just one webcam, like a headset mic on the center of the table, and that was it. And it was just people listening to us make decisions and shit.
Yeah.
Can't get it though.
I feel like, yeah, it's like either you go full on,
See
like,
the struggle.
critical role.
They want to
but
see
they're like,
the struggle.
they have so much, I mean, they have so much money into it, but like, invest into it. When I tried to, for my mini, I was just trying to get paint for one mini. And I was like, yeah, like this paint, this one. I tried to keep it real minimal to like 3, maybe 4 color. It wasn't, one of them wasn't even color. One was like a accent, like, oh, it makes it shiny, like you have a shiny sword or something. All right, cool, I'll take that. And it was like, yeah, that's gonna be like $45. And I was like, no, you can have it. It was like, fuck, I just left. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
For paint, for this much paint of each one, like, oh, I'm out. Better
Yeah.
make it count. Like, fuck that. So it's like to watch it, like, we have this whole map. It's like the actual like shit, and it's all painted, and there's like foliage and shit, and all of our characters are painted. It's just like, dude, you don't even realize how much money that was. $500, easy.
Yeah. And then people that have like
Easy.
those like $3,000 like custom gaming tables.
Yeah.
Where it's like a pool table that's just decked out with D&D shit.
God damn, it's like, I don't have that money, man. I don't have that money, and I don't plan on.
Tyler's
having that money.
loaded. We were trying to get him to buy one of those a couple of years ago.
Really?
They're like, how the fuck would we get it down here? And we're like, that's a good point.
That's movers. That's not our problem.
Take the legs off,
Yeah.
just rip them off.
You're already gonna fucking get the table, dude. Might as well just get movers. Don't understand.
If that table was like solid fucking oak, that would be heavier than sand.
Ain't your fault though. It's gonna stay there when he leaves. But like, it's gonna be cool.
Like, I'm moving out, I'm gonna take a table. It's like, you can try and take the table.
Yeah.
But if you can't take it, it's gonna stay here.
Yeah. And once we all move out of here, like whoever's next, they get a fucking table. So
They
whatever.
won't know what the fuck to do with.
Yeah, there's like
Like, it's hollowed out, like we're supposed to put food in
it's a
there?
pool
Like,
table, but there's no pockets. So I don't understand what this is
what's
supposed
this
to
graph?
do.
Why do they have these action figures on here?
Yeah. Nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
That's
This
the
fucking
go-to.
useless
Nerds.
20-sided die for. That's
I'm
like,
down.
I remember I was watching, not a D&D, I was watching like Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
and they do D&D and that thing occasionally, and then like, and then in the show they're like, alright, and you encounter a dragon.
I'm just about to be disconnected.
And I made this huge fucking scene with my girlfriend next to me, like laughing, like, "Oh, that's hilarious." I'm like, "That's fucking bullshit." I'm like, dragons, you're not just gonna walk to it. Like, no, like they can fucking talk. They're immune to magic. They'll fucking smite you, and half of them would eat you before you even like thought about going to visit them.
yeah.
Like, it's just so dumb that you'd be like, "No," it's like, dude, make an effort. If these guys are like super bright, like scientists that play D&D and are real nerds.
Right.
Like, you know, you see a dragon, you're all dead. Okay, well, that game's done. You know, fun
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Like,
Or,
oh, it's
or
so
just make
dumb.
him not a dragon.
I've played D&D for a couple of years. We've never... No, we did once, and that didn't end well. Because that was when we were, like, gods at that time.
Yeah.
And the dragon, like, made me his bitch. Yeah, it was not a good time. It's also... He was a neutral dragon, but either way.
He was like, yeah, we're gods though, and we're gonna take them on. Like,
And he's like,
yeah.
one claw, and it was like, oh, my innards. They're on the
Yeah.
floor.
Innards.
What was my
Yeah.
DC again? Or my
Yeah.
AC? Fuck.
Yeah.
Does a 58 hit you? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does. For sure. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm down for rapping. I'm
Should
wrapping
we start
up.
rapping?
No, wrapping up. I'm down.
Yeah, we started rapping.
We're going 3, man.
Yeah,
We're on 3.
it's been fucking. I don't know how long it's been because it keeps fucking.
Definitely a while. I'm down for rapping and
I don't
hitting
know.
O'Malley's.
You want to go hit O'Malley's? Do some karaoke?
I don't see a problem with it.
That's what I thought.
That sounds good with me. Yeah, I'm totally down. Well, Good Riddance is going to be the first one we do. Just make sure if you got to go or something, we'll just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Because it's Thursday, so like I doubt there's a lot of people, but at the
Do they
same
have
time,
karaoke Thursday?
Oh, yeah.
they do like Tuesday through Sunday, I think.
Really?
Something like or Saturday. For sure Saturday, I think Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Thursday
Look
for
up
sure.
that song again.
Another turning point. We're stuck in the
Yeah.
road. Time grabs you by the
Okay,
wrist,
yeah, I know that.
directs you where
I didn't,
to
the
go.
title was hazy, but I definitely remember the Green Day
best
song.
of this test and don't ask why. It's just
Is that the fucking outro?
Yeah.
I fucked it up, shit!
Yeah.